The
I
link.
first sent it, yeah, I was sending it early.
Well, I thought you were getting bored over there on Eagles channel. I was like, oh, well, maybe Rex is as
Yeah, I didn't
like
say anything for
annoyed as
like
I
30
am.
minutes, you know? I didn't even hear her say hi over the blather that was going on.
Oh
Hell
my
to
God.
the chat, hell, hell to Jason when he gets here.
Hey, Rex.
Hell to you, Shadow.
Hail to you, Rex. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday. Yeah.
Hope
Weekend been
everybody's
going
been
good for
having.
you after the coffee stream?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was. I just been taking it easy, listening to some streams.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and
I
nice
went
quiet
into
Sunday.
another I went into an auction or two or just different streams at different times, said hi uh yesterday.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Uh
was in uh the
it's
auction
good to
for
see
Sean
people
the
you
other
haven't
night.
seen in a while.
Yeah, yeah, it's on. Yeah, I always like to. I mean,
Oh, the wake up
you get
stream, it ran like 3 hours, 10 minutes at 98 views. Excellent.
nice. All right.
Glad to see that we're not wasting our time on the coffee streams.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
that I
No,
thought we were, but it's good to get the viewership.
seems like people are enjoying the coffee stream.
I think so. Sometimes there's more viewership on those than there are on this. So, but not often, not often, but
Hey,
occasionally.
go figure, right? But yeah,
I don't try and
did
figure
they,
it out. I'm just
did
grateful
Jason say
for.
he's bringing Frog and Luke with him, or is it just going to be Jason, or do we not
Well, I
know?
sent out. Well, he wasn't sure if Ink Spots or if it would work out with their our Frog G schedule, but I sent them the links while I was on Eagles. That was one thing I was doing, and then
Oh, cool.
Eagle was celebrating her going to try and go 10 hours. We'll see if she holds up um, on her
Good luck with
1K
that panel.
celebration stream or fiasco. And then as far as Luke is like on topic lists on YouTube. I'll have to ask Jason when he gets here, and then certainly I'll send Luke. But I didn't want to drop it there in like a DM group uh,
Right, right, right. I got you.
without asking, is there a better way to send him a link? You know?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I can. Yeah. Next time, let me know. I can hit him up through Instagram. Just DM him.
Yeah, he's on Instagram.
Yeah. Well, I bought stuff
Well,
from
you
Luke in the auction
right.
for and stuff.
I
So
guess
yeah,
you
I
could
suppose.
drop him the link in Instagram. No, if it's hey Tree Goblin. Um,
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
go
least
ahead
just
and grab
send
the
him.
link up there, Shadowhawk, and just go over to Instagram if you would and send him the link then.
Okay. Well, I have to drop out 'cause I don't know how to do that when I'm on Steam yet. So
Oh, okay. Well, I can do it. I
okay.
think I'm.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm on my phone. So
Is he under Luke?
uh, I think on Instagram it's Luke Aglietta,
Right.
which that's
Yeah.
not docking him. Everybody knows that's his name.
Right. Right. Yeah. Let me see if I can do that real quick.
Yeah, I don't think it's Death Metal Hero on Instagram, but he might. I don't know if he has more than one.
Well, he's not on Twitter under that because I did a search.
Okay. Yeah, then he might just be under his regular name.
Yeah. I think
I
we
think that
follow each other on Instagram.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is because like I said, I bought a few things from him and we've talked back and forth. Um, yeah, but it's been a little while.
Oh, he's
Uh,
under Death Metal Hero.
oh, is he? Okay, I
But I
wasn't
mean, you
sure.
can look under his name and
Yeah, I think it pops up under Luke as well. So,
okay. So
but yeah. Oh, I think these girls then gave me a cold. Damn it.
uh oh.
Sorry,
You need to get
sorry.
over that. How's your wife?
She's doing a little bit better today. Matter of fact,
I
her and the
hope so.
youngest just got back from the store. But my stepdaughter just got home from her dad's house. She's finally getting over. She was sick when she left, so I think she got the wife sick, and now of course
Oh man.
the wife has got me. So
Yeah.
I'm not feeling terrible
You
though.
know who to blame.
Yeah,
You're on top of things.
yeah.
Welcome, Jason Bascom,
Oh, what's up, man?
There he is.
Unhinged Entertainment.
Yeah, how long ago did you send the link? Because I was looking, I didn't see it.
Uh,
Oh,
let me see when I sent it to you.
That's fine. You don't have to check the timestamp.
hey, Jason. Nice to see you,
Yo,
bro.
what's up, Shadowhawk, man? How you doing?
Good, brother.
I
How you
sent
been?
it at 2:21. That would be my time. So 3:21 your time.
Yeah, that'd be
Man,
321.
I've been checking. Yeah, I've been checking Twitter. I didn't see it. Sorry, man. My
It may have
apologies.
showed up late. You know, sometimes there is a delay. I don't know why, but and I sent the link to, like you said, Frog G and Ink Spots, their
Well,
schedules. But I did send them the link and sent one to Luke as well, so he might join us.
Well, I know. InkSpots has had computer issues, so
yeah.
I don't know if they're fixed. So yeah,
bummer.
and he also had to order a new phone because his died on him, even though his was new. It was a new phone, and he had to, yeah. So Ink's not having the best of luck with tech these days.
Yeah, his electronics are shitting on him lately.
Yeah, no,
Damn.
he's got to get a new computer. Like he even knows it. So yeah, but you know, he's still
upgrade.
yeah, he's still able to color pages and stuff. So yeah.
Well, that's good.
You know,
that's right. Crack that whip. Keep him busy.
Yeah, I mean,
no excuses not to work, buddy.
He keeps himself busy. I ain't got.
Now I have a question, Jason. Of course, I have a million questions, but first, welcome to the show. I think this is the first time you made a live appearance on my show.
Is it? I've been on your show before.
Have you once? Maybe once.
You sure?
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
No, I know I was on your show when you were asleep.
Okay, it might have been a chair stream,
but yeah,
the chair might have let you on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and to be fair,
no, Jason was just in the back room waiting to get in for hours.
Yeah, really. Well, I mean, you stream in the afternoon, and I'm at work during the weekdays. So
I know. Yeah,
it's a little tough.
You can come up here with me, your guest of honor. Yeah.
Oh, much obliged.
Yes.
What was your inquiry?
Oh, about Luke on Twitter. Now
just send him a link on Twitter.
Huh? Well, now that's under topic list, right? Where he sends me the link.
No, just send it to him. Death Metal Hero.
Okay, I did a search and it didn't come up, so I sent it to him on.
You could just search Luke Aglietta. I'll send it to him.
Okay.
Yeah, just if you follow him.
I think I do. That's what I was trying to. I mean, you know, he
I couldn't remember if he was under Luke or Death Metal.
He sent me links.
Rex was asking me as a.
Well,
I know I'm hooked up with
his Twitter name is Luke Aglietta, so you can find him that way, or his @ handle is Death Metal Hero.
Is it all smashed together? The name?
Is it? I don't know.
Don't know.
Yeah, it should be because it's a Twitter handle.
I think I looked under Death Metal Hero and it didn't come up. So
I sent him the link.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to see if I follow him.
Here, hold on.
Well,
I got you covered, man. No worries.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
There we go. Link is in his Twitter link is in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Great. Awesome. I can click on that and see if if I'm sub to him under that name.
Speaking of the chat, hello, Joseph Dredd.
Yo, what's up, Joseph Dredd? How you doing, man? Hi, Joseph Dredd.
Yeah, I'm following him, but I don't know.
Well, there you go. There's his Twitter handle and his so
thanks for I've been following a long time, so
I mean, it does happen on Twitter where sometimes you've been following them, but it unfollows you for some reason. It'll do. Just same with YouTube. You'll get unsubscribers, and they don't even know that they unsubscribe. Like they didn't unsubscribe; they just didn't.
I usually send. You said just send me the link on Twitter. Was there another way that you get links? I usually send them on.
Well,
Twitter.
I mean, you could send links through Facebook, Instagram, email, like, you know what I mean? So I didn't know.
Right.
Like I said, I was looking and I couldn't see the link. I couldn't, but it also gets buried. So if anybody like DMs,
Well, the old joke is you're blind.
well, and that's true too.
Yeah.
That is a valid point, but it also like
you and Fanta.
Well, if like, because I'm part of a lot of groups that I have muted, so I don't know that those get like messages. So you know what I mean. So sometimes like your message will be like 5 below the ones that even though like I interacted with you not that long ago, so it should have been at the top. But it got bumped because of other DM groups that I'm in that I never really look at.
Right.
But that I just don't leave just out of courtesy. So
yeah, I got a couple like that.
Yeah.
I just somebody asked me to join another DM group, so that's even more static, up there.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't think they mind too much if you leave. I think people now, at least anyway, understand there's so many that if you leave, they're just like, okay, well, it's just there's just too many. Yeah. And people do get it.
What's going on with you today on this Sunday afternoon?
Nothing, man. We went out and got a late lunch and got back, and I've been trying to clean up. It's an act of futility. It's just pointless, but or at least straighten up. So I have things cleared off.
Yeah, I can.
Well, it'll end up back almost to the way it was. I just want it more organized. So it'll look identical to before. It's just I don't know, dude. And yesterday, because I like all those boxes over there are all out of all the comic boxes over there. They're all out of order.
Yeah.
All but maybe 2 of those ones are all out of order. So I pulled out, I did 2 long boxes and like put them in with the ones that are in alphabetical order. So I really just did A, B, C, D, E, and F from 2 long boxes. Well, I got to do like 8, like it's mainly trying to get, I got a lot of Batmans. So I was trying to get those.
Do you do the long box or do you do short boxes or a mix?
Oh, those are all long boxes, but I have 2 short boxes just because I have 3 short boxes. Short boxes are good for stuff that I maybe like just bought that I want to look at still, or like even absolute books. Like if I'm going to a show or something, I can just carry a short box with me, have them out because I don't have that many absolute books left. Stuff like that. So I do have some short boxes, but I mainly have long boxes. I like long boxes. I'm a classic comic collector. I'm not a huge fan of Perfect Bound. I get it, but everybody's like, oh, put it on your bookshelf. It's like, no, I want it to go in my long box. I want to go in my other comic books. So that's why I like long, and they do take up a lot of space, but I like long boxes, man.
Do you know the maximum? I've been told this before, but do you know the maximum that you can get with a stitch? With
pages, or do you mean like books in a long box?
Pages.
I believe it was 64 on
64.
Mix'em.
I think you've told me that before. So my book may wind up at the maximum 64.
The thing is,
I want mine stitched so it will fold out flat.
I think it does also depend on the pound of paper that you use.
Oh, sure.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but I like Absolute 2 was 56 pages, I believe, and that's because but even with like because I had to have the letters page, like with other pages, I was like, I can't beef it up too much more, or I'm risking it being perfect bound. I didn't want it. I just like saddle stitched. I'm a classic collector.
Now that reminds me, Kreger had the secret tier to your second campaign, which was Absolute 2. He did a secret tier cover variant for you. Wasn't he the other day, like maybe even yesterday, in an auction selling stuff?
I don't know.
That might have been Joe's auction for Sean. I don't know.
I don't know if he was part. I missed out on the morning slot or the afternoon, the 7 p.m. slot, I should say. I missed out on that one. I was occupied, but I don't know if Kreger was on that or not. He might have been.
I heard he was. Yeah.
He might have been on it.
One that Shadow mentioned. Who was that for? I mean, who sponsored that? That was
Sontag.
Crackhead. Huh?
It was on Joe Sontag. Like a bunch of people helped put it together. Amanda
kind of organized it,
and Sontag's friend Sean Arendt. He's the one that they were doing it for. And so Sontag was the first slot, and then it was Bancroft at 9, and then Crackhead at 10. Now, granted, things did go over, so it was more like Bancroft till 10, and then Crackhead at like 10, 15.
So I think they rotated
so it was
through
the
the
same
channels
auction
too,
split up into two. Okay,
it was in 3 different channels. So it went from 7 to pretty much 3:30 in the morning. So
whoa,
yeah, it was
that's a good way to
from
bring
what
new
I
eyes
could tell,
on,
man, they were making some bank on some of those pieces.
Dude,
oh yeah, they were doing well. I was glad to see it.
They raised a lot of money for Sean. He desperately does need the help. That's one less burden that he doesn't
His mother
need right
passed
now.
away, didn't it?
That's what this is for. They're raising money to help, with costs that he shouldn't have to worry about all that.
Is that cost for the funeral and everything,
and other stuff and other stuff as well. So it's for a great cause, and a lot of great artwork got sold. Ethan even popped in and surprised everybody and auctioned something off.
I saw that, man.
Yeah, that was so cool. So everybody, you could still contribute to the fundraiser. You go to I think any of one of the auctions, like from Joe's channel, and you could still on that link, you click the link for the fundraiser, and you could donate money still if you want to help out with Sean. But they do plan on doing another auction like next month or something, because there's so much stuff. There's still more stuff they have to auction off. Wow. So yeah, so if you want to wait and get stuff, but if you just want to help out, $5, $10 doesn't matter. If you want to help out, cool. You can still donate to Sean and his family. So yeah, to help him out in this time. So yeah.
Now you have a show that you do. I know you do time. You've been dropping some time lapse stuff on your channel, drawing Frog G and other things. And you upload a lot of videos, but you and Luke do Topicless on Tuesday. You want to talk about that just for a second?
Yeah, it's Topicless started off because of Frege. Luke and I met on Couch Doodles during Couch Doodles when it first started. Shadowhawk, you remember this? It was Couch Doodles started off when there's really only like 10 people watching Frege. Like, he was new into YouTube, even though everybody knew who he was.
Yeah, I remember you on Couch Doodles. That's where I met you at. I mean,
right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so we all pretty much met in the chat there. And then Frege would drop the link in the chat, and then that's how we met in person. And so what's that? No, yeah, Frege's a solid dude, man. We all love Frege, and we can't wait for Black Flag for sure. But it's so we all met there, and Luke is into metal music. I like metal music. He loves artwork and comics and draws. I'm the same, so we just click as friends. And so I wanted to do like Frege did Fractober, where you have a drawing a day. And he did it every day at that time frame, like every other month of October. So, and he would have people come in, and I'm like, this is cool. We need to do this more often. So I hit Luke up, and I'm like, hey man, how about we do a once a week draw stream where we just, and I initially started off for me anyway, of kind of like Inktober, where I would look up a song title or whatever, and I would just draw based off of that prompt. So that's how I started off. It slowly just became me just drawing whatever I wanted. But yeah, right. So it was initially just going to be an hour of Luke and me just chatting and drawing. And eventually he's like, hey man, why don't we just, while we're doing this, why don't we just invite more people on and just have more people come on and draw and have a good time. And
hey, Apex.
Yo, what's going on, Apex?
Replay? No, this is not a replay.
Yes,
hey, let's welcome Plum Fanta.
There she is. Hey, Fanta.
What's up, Fanta?
Hey, Jason.
Hello. Yeah, everybody go sub to Fanta on YouTube. So like we just wanted to bring that creativity about, because there was a lot of streams going on that were like, and there's nothing wrong with them. I watch them all the time where it's just talking heads, or they talk about the news of the day, or like something happening in comics, or pop culture, or promoting the campaigns, which great stuff, love it. But I was like, there's really no draw streams. Like there's nobody like we're drawing comics. Why not show people what we can also do? We could do more than just comics. So, and like I said, Luke and I click. So it just was natural, and we started over 2 years ago, and we've been hitting every week for 2 years now. Every Tuesday. 9:15. I mean, we had it on Monday at first, but we switched it. Right. So, but every week we haven't missed a week.
That was pretty much because of Ethan's Kings, wasn't it?
No, dude. No. It was actually because of Frege. Frege came back with Frege June, and we knew he was going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we were like, oh man, we really don't want to stream over Frege. We also want to watch him. We want to participate. So we were like, we'll just switch it over to Tuesdays. And it just stayed there. So, which is good, not just because of Kings, but a lot of people started streaming on Monday nights. Now people stream every day constantly.
What's your beanie, Jason? What's your beanie say?
Pantera.
Oh, Pantera. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The band. Yeah.
I'm familiar with them. Yep. Yep.
Seen them a few times live, and I'm hoping to see them when they come around again. Now that
I sent you a video a long time ago with.
Shows,
go ahead, Shadow.
Oh, I was just saying, I heard Pantera with the recent the revamp of the lineup and everything. They're really doing some good shows, man. People have been very pleased.
There was some recordings on YouTube. There's a show actually you can watch it, but yeah, dude. I mean, obviously Pantera without Dime and Vinny, you notice Dime missing, especially. I mean, he was a part of this. Yeah. Him and Phil were the soul of Pantera, and so half the soul is gone, but it's still Pantera. And Phil sounds great, dude. Like he sounds like he could sound just after their latest, like Reinventing the Steel was the last album Pantera put out. To me, they sound like as if they could come right off of that. Like it's just solid the way he sounds. He cleaned up, and they sound tight, man. It sounds great. I'm very excited to go see him again. Yeah.
Panta, do you like Pantera? I bet you do. You don't?
No.
Okay.
Really? Wow.
Hurt my soul.
But now,
hurt me, Fanta.
I'm sorry.
Well, Fanta,
we got to break up now, Fanta.
Fanta likes some hard stuff, you know.
XOXO, Jason. XOXO.
It's not XOXO anymore.
Remember the good times. Yeah, no, Fanta likes some. We have some. Like she loves Soundgarden. I'm a big Soundgarden fan.
There, now you have to deal with her. She's up there with you.
Good.
Yay.
That's
As it should be.
As it should be. Yes.
Still drinking out of old Groot. How long you had that mug, Jason?
Oh, dude, I've had it for a few 2016, 2017, somewhere in there.
Wow.
I ordered it, and obviously, I got it. And I wanted to get my girlfriend at the time. I wanted to get her one, and here it was like gone. Like you can't get that one anymore. You can get another one, but it doesn't look as adorable. Like it doesn't look as baby like. It looks more freaky. Even though it's still a Disney one. It's weird, but yeah, I really like it. And her and I broke up anyway, so I'm kind of glad I didn't get her one. But no, she's still good. She's a nice person. Actually, we're still friends. But yeah, no, I actually recently started drinking it again. I had another, as everyone knows. Well, I say that like everyone knows, but my art table is right next to me, so it's hard for me to drink out of this mug when I'm at my art table because, as you can see, like it's got this here. Yep. So if I were at my art table, I would have to drink out of that, and it would probably pour out of the side. So I can't really drink out of this. So I had another mug a couple days ago that I was using because I was drawing more often. I'm going to hit back over there too soon.
Have you ever spilled anything on your artwork?
Oh yeah, dude, a bunch of times. Are you crazy? Come on, man.
Oh yeah, I've gotten Jason's artwork.
I have to ask the obvious questions too, Jason.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I'm always messy. I mean, this is like you can see down. Where is it? Like down here, a bunch of stuff like that. That's not supposed to be there. I always this is the last page of drawing for Frog.
Just incorporate it into the artwork, huh?
Well, since this is the page of Frog G, I mean, this doesn't really. I guess it could, but it doesn't really. I'm just gonna take it out of there, either with whiteout or digitally.
That's an ink splat, isn't it? That's
that's ink. That's mainly what ends up getting spilled on my thing.
Oh, wait a second, Rex. You're the guy that's the Jackson Pollock fan in the room.
Oh yeah,
you like
complaining
Pollock?
About splat?
I'm not a Pollock fan. I understand what he did, but why people like him. I more or less respect what he did. I don't like his work though.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm not a fan.
Have you seen any originals up close?
No, and I do know that if you do, they're insanely textured. Like there's a lot of depth. You know, and there's a lot of that more that went on into it than just like really just.
Yeah. Well, you know,
But,
short,
yeah.
some reasons that I like, I think he was an innovator. He sold the first piece for $1 million. He was the first American artist to sell a piece for $1 million. And he kind of helped shift the art market over to New York out of Europe, which had been the art market for centuries. And so he kind of helped bring that to America, the art center of the world, which still remains today. I like that he went to sort of Oriental painting on the floor, and that he would leave it on the bolt of canvas and crop it like film. I thought that was very innovative. You know, if he needed an extra length, he could. I just thought there were some innovations in paint using, you know, aluminum, unconventional materials. For the time, it was different. You know, now it may be
like I said,
but back then it must have been mind blowing. You know.
Yeah, and like I said, I respect what he did and everything. Like I can get it, but I just don't like it.
He was a severe alcoholic, so you know.
Well, I mean, I'm separating the art from the artist. Like as an actual individual, he's total pond scum. But in art wise, I don't like the work, but I respect it, you know, because of what he innovated, the movements he brought forth. It's not for me, you know. I don't like to look at a dot on a canvas and like, oh, it moves me, because it doesn't, you know. I'm like, you know, so like a bunch of splattering and stuff. And even though I know a lot of it is actually intentional and planned out, and like there is more that went into it, it's just still not. It's just
I get it, especially within the comic scene, the sequential art scene, that people want representational artwork, and when there is no, when the painting becomes the whole object, and there's no discernible imagery, which he started out with imagery, and toward the end he ended up bringing imagery back into some of his paintings. People have a problem with that.
Even stuff like Picasso, I don't like his cubism. I don't like cubism. I mean, even though there are there are actual things there, it's just not me. I would rather look at a Rembrandt, you know, or something like that. You know, to me that's more stunning and beautiful, and it moves me a little more. Like or like girl with a pearl earring. Like there's mystery. There's something about it. There's an intrigue, you know. So but like just some like. I don't know, man.
And when you see the dates on it, it kind of transports you back 600 years, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you were like, this was produced 500 years ago. It's kind of mind blowing that it's still around.
50 something, you know.
Yeah, but even still, like even the older, even like, you know, I just like stuff that has a certain sense of just movement to it. Like, and I don't mean like motion.
You're familiar with El Greco, right?
The name is familiar.
The name, okay. Well, he was a Spanish artist, and one of his crucifix pieces, a very small piece that I saw up in Chicago, blew me away because of the modernity of it. You know, he had probably for the color blood, he had like a velvet background, actual, you know, so he used other material that was, you know, beyond canvas or a panel, you know, wood. And I thought that was kind of mind blowing. I wasn't expecting that out of an older artist like that, how modern it still held up, you know?
Well, and look at stuff like Salvador Dali. I love his stuff. And there's no actual discernible, like it's a lot of weirdness. And like, you know, you kind of have to interpret it in the way you want, just like a Picasso or somebody like that, you know, or not Picasso, but Pollock or something like that, where you have to interpret it how you want. But there's things there that just hit me right. Like it's just like music. It's the same way. Why do you like what you like musically? It's because it gives you a sense of pleasure as you're listening to it, no matter how brutal it may sound or how gorgeous and like poetic it may sound or movie. It pleases you to the ear, like a visual medium. It pleases you to look at it. It's right. So I mean, art is art, and we like what we like mainly because it invokes something in us that just draws us to it. Whether even if it is discussed, we're just intrigued by it. You know,
what was amazing to me, the first one that I saw up at the Chicago Art Institute was a dolly, and it was fairly small, and it was the one with the ants crawling all over, and I was like captivated because of the representation, because of the hyper realism or whatever you want to call it, that the illustrative part of it, you know.
And that's what I love about
the
comics too,
detail and
though.
everything.
That's what I love about comics too, though, because it's illustrative, like it is. There's pen work, and there's like it's produced for a mass media and commercialism, and so it is an illustrative format. But there's also the sense of there's an art sense that can go into it. Like if you look at everyone knows I'm a Sam Keith fan. To me, like the first time I saw that, I'm like, wow, you can actually put artwork in. You can put art in a comic book, like, because this is art. And like look at Bill Sienkiewicz, David Mack. You got a lot of just great just traditional artists that are actually doing illustrative work, but in an art format. And
how far is too far, though, Jason? A lot of people go, I like some of Sienkiewicz's stuff. He started out like a sort of heavily influenced by Neil Adams, and then he kind of in the early to mid 80s he did more of kind of what you do is with your ink. It became more illustrative, and some of his stuff that he's posted on Twitter recently has been beautiful stuff. It's kind of hit and miss with some of his stuff.
Well, and I mean, because they're influences, I guess, maybe, but like the same goes with me. Like people look at my stuff and sometimes it's just too much for them. Like it's too either out there or just stylized or weird, or like I would do art shows and people would come up to not just me and mainly, but also my mom, because she'd be there. They'll be like, how does he sleep at night? They don't get it because it's just too far out there. And I'm just like,
dude, that's what I love about your work, brother.
Thanks, man.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, so how far is too far? Well, that's on your own personal taste. Like, I even have I have my own limits as to where like that's just too much, guy. Pump the brakes, son. But it takes a lot. I mean, it's because I am into a lot of different styles and a lot of different genres. But like I even have some anime manga stuff, so I like a lot of different things. It's not the biggest part of my things, but yeah. So how far is too far? That's on you. I mean, like even Frog G's style. Some people may not like that. That's too far. Just the style. The content is fine. Nothing wrong with the content, but the style is just too far for them. So like I like traditional comic style, like Neil Adams, or even traditional in the sense of the 90s stuff, like Sylvester and stuff like that. They more like that. That's fine. I ain't mad at you. That's good stuff too. But it's just on their own personal taste. Yeah.
Hey, Pale Rider.
Yo, what's up,
Hey,
Pale Rider's,
what's up,
Pale Rider's dope artist too.
Yeah, he is.
And if
Hey,
you didn't
Pal's
see
awesome.
Vic's in here.
Hey,
Yo,
Vic.
what's going
What's up,
on?
buddy?
I did send you a link, Vic, but whatever. He may be out and about.
Hey, Hen.
What about subject matter, Jason? I mean, back in 1986, Miracle Man #9 actually showed a woman giving birth on a couple pages.
That stuff like that does need some kind of. I don't know if you need a parental advisory on it as much as just shop managers like being like, look, this ain't. I'm sorry, I can't sell this to you because of the content. It does need to be monitored in some way, but I don't think you need to slap something on it. Like there is a sense of innocence that comes along with comics. Like when you start buying it as a kid, you're a kid. So yeah, Spider-Man stuff. So if you purchase Miracle Man, you're thinking, oh, it's a comic book, and childbirth is a natural thing, but at the same time, it's pretty graphic. Not something maybe a 6-year-old or an 8-year-old should look at, or even 10. I mean, that's all. I'm not a parent, so I don't want to put any numbers out there. But I think stuff like even me in the indie scene, like I know what too far is. Like I say, Frog G is all ages. Now, granted, I'm not a parent. I don't know how you parent your child. At that point, it is up to you. So when you get it and you read it, if you're like, oh wait, I don't like my kid even watching, PG movies. I only let them watch G movies. This might be too much. So it is on you. But I say it's all ages based on how I view things. So as far as like there are like obviously you're an adult, you're buying the thing, in this format anyway. A kid can't come in. I mean, he could if he steals your credit card,
right?
But a kid can't come in and like order, a Cyber Frog, or Goblin Girl, you know what I mean?
Do you remember Howard Chaykin's that came in, what was it called? Shadowhawk came wrapped in black plastic.
So Oh shoot, dude, put me on the spot.
The only one I remember was
it was late 80s. Was it
That was
Kiss something?
I don't
I only know
remember.
the Death of Superman that was wrapped in black.
Well,
Yeah,
it was more adult, and it was.
yeah, this
I
one
guess
was
it might have
like,
showed some nudity or something, but
yeah,
see, that's
I
the
think
thing.
it might have
Go
had
ahead, Cheryl.
boobies on the cover or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
See, that's up to the shop. Now, in like Heavy Metal Magazine, great instance. Like everyone knows that's adult themed stuff, but as a kid, you would kind of sneak over there and look at it, and the shop manager
Oh,
saw
hell
you,
yeah.
he'd be like, "Whoa, get out of there, kid!" You know what I mean? So, content is up to. It's all in the promoting. I'm going to talk about the indie scene mainly because that's where we're at in Comicsgate.
Right.
Like that's where
Right.
we are. That's up to the promoter and the person backing it, because like they're not a, unless it's Noah, they're not a kid. You know what I mean? and so like, even there's a good example right there. Noah, when I'm on Shelby's channel with Noah, like we take it back a little. You know what I mean? We're not full on debauchery. We're not like saying bad things. But Shelby
Yeah,
already does anyway.
you guys rein it in a little bit.
We rein it in, man. And if we see Noah in the chat, even if I see Noah in my chat on Unhinged, I try to rein it in. I try to be like, whoa, you know, I can't like go and I can't have ink spots on. You know what I mean? So like he's there, he knows. But yeah, so I mean, it's we all have that sense of let's keep innocence innocent. But this is the indie scene. There's going to be, they could search Indiegogo all day long and see blood and violence. To me, that's fine. I don't care about that. I don't even care about the sex thing. I mean, that to me is, we're a little more sheltered as Americans than everybody else. But
yeah,
like there are, like I said, with Frog G, it's all ages. It's a fairy tale. But is the Brothers Grimm too hard for your kid? That's on you. Is Goblin Girl. Goblin Girl it's R-rated, but there's no sexual like explicitly content in it.
right.
So are you okay with your kids seeing a lot of violence, even though like the boobs are big, but so what? That doesn't matter. That's look at Jessica Rabbit. Look at Jessica Rabbit in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That dude, I saw that when I was a kid. You know what I mean? So it's like it all depends on who you are as a parent, and up to you. And you are trusting though the person running the campaign, like saying, hey, this is all ages. You're trusting them, like, oh, okay, so I can let my kid read it. But obviously, dude, my parents would go see movies before they let us watch it, you know?
Yeah,
So
I think there's some older artists. I know Steve Rude said that he didn't like the over sexualization of things, you know, the styles that went way out there. And then I'm also seeing
that's
on Twitter,
thing.
I've never experienced this or even seen somebody out in the wild. Of course, I'm kind of out in the wild, but where they have the big boobs physically, and then small waist, and then big hips or big booty, and the legs are it's almost anime type body.
Right.
I don't even know how they achieve that, but
well, I mean,
they have crazy workouts and stuff now, Rex, and also
really.
plastic surgery.
Dude, I mean, go to a gym, man. I mean, if you go to a gym, it's like, wow. But like then there's a good example in real life. There's people of all shapes and sizes. Like just you see them walking around. Like it's like, are they sexualized at that point just because they exist? It's like, well, no. It's like just because, and I use him as a good reference mainly because he draws in that style. But Goblin Girl, like, are they sexualized just because they have like girls like have big boobs? They do. They have big hips. They do. Like it's like
some girls are built that way. That's
right.
just the way it is. Yeah.
Now it's sexualized if they intend it to be so, and then at that point, in making it slightly like a more of an adult oriented book, then it's sexualized. If it turns you on, it's sexual. It's in a sexualized manner. If it is set out to turn you on, like if that's its goal, then it's a sexualized property. But if you're just drawing it because that's how you draw, or that's how the painting looks, or that's how the words flow out, it's not meant to do that. It's just how it's conveyed. It's just part of the story. It's just part of the character. It's part of their form. It's not like I've seen plenty of things. What's up, Caroline? I follow plenty of people that have overly sexualized, explicit books and illustrations. They're done amazingly well.
Right.
But they're sexualized because they're meant to be so. Like you could tell, like it's either pornographic or borderline. So it's like this. That's meant to have a sense of eroticism to it. That's a sexualized property. That's sexualized content. Having just just having a comic book character or painting, like look at the birth of Venus. She's not sexualized. She's just naked.
She's standing there, in a shell, in a conch shell. Yeah,
it's like it's a beautiful painting. I mean, that's fine.
Then again, I mean, some people would claim that just because she's naked that she's sexualized.
And exactly, people don't understand. People want you to think their way of thought. So, like Shadowhawk said, because they're new, they're sexualized, and they want you to think that way. You must believe in that way. That's how it is. It's like, nah, man, you're really going way far.
Don't you think here in America, though, Jason, it's probably probably movies more than anything, or TV. I mean, sure, there was censorship, but that there's been I think it's the bad pickles in the barrel, the abuses where the exploitation films of the 70s and whatnot, not just the 70s, but you know what I mean by the
You mean like one bad apple spoils the whole bunch?
Yeah, and there's been a lot of bad apples within entertainment, and then you tend to think generally, well, it's all like that, which it isn't. We know, but that kind of becomes the bar when you push the bar a little bit.
Right. And once again, it does like everything.
And that's kind of the go-to for people.
Well, the thing is, everything does boil down to personal taste, like your own taste, not like how you think other people should have a taste of, but your taste. If you don't like blood and violence, but you're fine with sexual content, then go check that out, but don't force other people to do it. Don't put it on other people. Like, you shouldn't look at this because it's got blood in it. Look at this one. Oh, this is bad and evil. Yeah. It's like, don't force your critiques and criticisms and ideology on other people is what it boils down to. So as far as like One Bad Apple, the 70s or 80s, or even just like a couple movies, like it shouldn't. Yeah. Like, and even if it does, I can understand being a little on the fence about things. Do some work. It's not hard. Go online, go to a library, look things up, investigate like a product, like look at Disney. Everybody's, Disney's happy and gloriful and great. And it's like, well, their company isn't, like, and obviously their movies haven't been, but way back in the day, their animations were fantastic. They were for kids.
Oh yeah. I grew up on that stuff.
Yeah. Disney was an innocent company. So, and people don't do any legwork or investigation, or they just, so now they still have that thought process. So when they think anything Disney's putting out now then is for kids and it's for the good. But then they see things like Lightyear and they're like, wait a minute, what happened to Disney? Yeah. So, and so that's where it comes, like, I got to screen this too. It's like, because they're forcing an idea on my kids that I don't want them forced on or introduced to. I want them to find it out either on their own or just like, come to me or ask questions. It's just evil and all right, but people think it's good because it's Disney, like they're used to it. So it's not. It's just do some work. Look, like I talk about Frog G. That's my comic. That's Inkspot's comic. It's Frog G's comic. If you don't like, you hear us say all ages. If you don't like, wait a minute, all ages, really? I've seen some of these indie books. Look at Kozor, please, all ages. Look at the campaign. If you're still hesitant, you can email us. You could even go onto my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. You can see my backlog. You go on my YouTube. There's a lot of legwork you could do to be like, okay, this person does seem like he's on the up and up. It's I have faith in backing them. If you're very hesitant and if you have been hurt in the past by those bad apples, I get it, but don't just totally mistrust everybody because of it. I get being a little more apprehensive, but to totally just like let go of all your trust is kind of bad.
I mean, you as a parent or a guardian, that's just being responsible. Timothy Olsen says the reason characters look the way they are is because the Greeks determined that that's the perfect human form. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of come down through the centuries. I mean, we are creating kind of modern day mythology, aren't we, Jason, with our books?
Yeah. Kind of. I mean,
heroes and villains.
The Greeks did. I mean, also, if you look at back then, people who were overweight were also deemed as very sexually desired because they had influence and money and power. So obviously that's flipped now. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be trim and fit. So I mean, like, yeah, they idealized. That's a word now, by the way.
Okay.
The human form, you know.
Own it, Jason. Own it.
Oh, I own everything I say. But like, even like, you know, the heroic,
Yes,
like
you do.
muscular people like Hercules and all that stuff. Yeah,
Right.
he's right. You know, they did kind of do that. And I mean, it's very hard to make a new concept. So are we making new mythology and new
Right.
things?
It's all related. Yeah.
It's all related, but it's all influenced. Like Frog G is a classic fairy tale story. It's really like boiled nuts and bolts when it comes down. When you boil things down to their essence, there even is like there's 3 typical stories, like the hero's journey, the like all this other, like there's a couple like
the redemption arc.
The redemption arc.
Have you seen? I was introduced recently to this old cartoon that I had totally forgotten about because I was real young. I mean, 1-2 years old when it was on TV, and it was produced in the late 50s, early 60s, something like that. But somewhere I know I used to watch that on TV. It might have been on reruns, but it was very early, and it was Hercules, like you said. But he had a ring that when he needed extra power, he'd put the ring on and always, you know, put his fist up in the air, and it was all the same shot, you know, of lightning going off. And
I don't remember that cartoon. I know Thor had his belt. That's
right.
Initially what gave him more strength was his belt.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, that was a cartoon back in the day,
right.
You know, and then we've had other iterations too of
right. We are borrowing like ideas and concepts from that, like no matter, even if it's accidental or unconscious, like we do. It's just it's part of our human nature to want to be more. You know, even if you're an atheist or whatever, I don't care if you worship the spaghetti monster, like you want there to be more, even if you're a nihilist, like you just do. You like there's heroes out there. There's somebody, even if it's a fireman, and you're like, wow, that fireman is brave.
Right.
Like that's a hero.
Or police officer. Yeah.
Police officer, a military representative, whatever it may be,
or a medic, a doctor,
or a medic, or a nurse. I mean, in all reality, like it could be anything, but there is at some point in your life, you will come across something or somebody that you view in like a heroic type stance. That's because they embody the betterment of what mankind should be, and really, that's what we strive for. There's a reason why villains aren't the main hero of a story. Like they just aren't. And if they become one, it's because they become an anti-hero. They become good in some way. We don't idolize villainry. We don't idolize evil and just, you know, monstrous things. We think they're cool. Darth Vader's dope, man. He's cool looking. Yeah. You know, the devil looks cool. It's like, I don't want to go.
Dr. Doom.
Dude, Dr. Doom is one of my favorite villains. I mean, forget about it.
Well, I mean, look at the influence.
But you wouldn't want to hang out and drink with them, you know what I mean?
Maybe I want to have a couple.
Maybe. I don't know.
Look at the influence that Dr. Doom had on John Byrne. His first appearance in Fantastic Four #5 was his first comic, and he fell in love with comics since then. Yeah. And John Byrne, arguably with Terry Austin and Chris Claremont, had the most epic run in X-Men. I don't think that X-Men has hit that plateau since, you know, the storytelling, the slow burn, 2-year Dark Phoenix and other stories that they built up.
Well, that's also because once Marvel got a taste of Dark Phoenix saga, they're like, ooh, these things sell. You know, these story arcs sell. So they can want to do more and more and more.
Well,
and more
I mean, over in the Avengers around that same time, they had the Korvac saga. That was a slow burn. Are you familiar with the Korvac saga?
Not, dude. I didn't collect Avengers too much, but I know the name. I didn't really collect Avengers.
Hey, Doc. We have a Doc Blaylock in the house.
Well, not Doc.
Hail that.
How you doing, man? But it like that kind of stuff, dope. You know what I mean? But villains, like, they're cool. They're awesome. I love villains,
right?
And you mainly because they look cool, though. It's like, but you don't. The villain isn't your hero. You know what I mean? It's like Darth, like I said, Darth Vader, Darth Maul, awesome. He's cool. You know, Dr. Doom, you know, all these guys. You know, Mephisto. Dude, Mephisto's a great character, but he's the devil. It's like, and that is kind of a thing these days where they like comics kind of want you to sympathize with the villain. Oh, feel bad for the villain. They're doing it because of this reason or something. It's like, no, like you don't commit mass genocide because your puppy died. Like you don't. like you lose your husband or your wife or any kids. You don't go about just murdering everybody because of it. It's like that's
like Thanos' whole motivation for the entire Infinity War was just ridiculous.
Yeah. You mean the movies?
Yeah.
That was like the comics had obviously
the comics did it better, but
so much better. And I understand why they changed it for the movies. Like you would have to introduce death into the comics. Would people or into the movies? Would people even like understand that as a concept? Or be like, oh, this is kind of cool and fun. I don't know, but I understand whether, but you're right. Like it's still kind of like, hey, let's murder half everything. It's like, well, in theory, man, if you think about it, that's not going to really pan out. We bang like rabbits, so it's not going to be that long until we just come back.
Yeah, we're just going to repopulate it.
We're going to repopulate. Yeah. So, and he killed half of all life. So
yeah, in the universe.
Yeah.
Like,
so
not just
things went like there's certain species of like ants and like pandas, like those would be extinct for no reason. Like it didn't hurt anybody. So it's
they didn't do nothing.
They didn't do nothing wrong. So
So Doc Blaylock.
His whole motivation was so skewed in that I was just like,
But you're not supposed to idolize.
Hey Doc, what's happening, buddy?
Yeah, you're not supposed to look up to the villains, though, man.
What's up, Jason?
What's going on, man? But and that's the theme these days. They want you to, and I don't know why they want you to look up the bad guys. Like this is the one thing that made the Punisher so great. You knew he wasn't good, but you knew he wasn't bad. Like he wasn't a bad dude. He
had his own moral code.
He had his own moral code. He only hurt bad people. It's like, and you read it, and you read like did he go too far? Maybe, but they were still horrible individuals. And it kind of taught you don't be a horrible individual. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I should, go out and peddle drugs to kids.
You should have a motivation that you can relate to, but their actions are horrible and are not to be glorified.
Right.
You want a relatable villain, but not an overly sympathetic villain.
Well, you kind of get the can opener and you pry open Dr. Doom's head. You know where he's coming from because of built-in characterization that they built up in many, many different stories. A good villain you should understand, not necessarily sympathize with, but you can tell where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe we could say you could sympathize with them, but not glorify them.
Right. And that's what it is. Humanity is a sense of a good moral code that is just embedded into all of us naturally. Once you see somebody going against it, if you don't go, ugh, this person's murdering children, like at that point, you know what I mean? That's like, it doesn't matter what happened to them previously or what tragedy they went through or just reason really they have, because there isn't one. It doesn't matter.
Right.
There's a certain moral code we have.
There's lines you do not cross, and they should not be crossed.
Right. Well, Timothy had a great question in the chat. He said, can someone who is intending to do good do evil? Well, sure. Yes. Don't most supervillains believe in their cause? They think they're doing the right thing.
They think they're doing the right thing.
If you went back and you asked the angry people in Germany in the 30s,
Hitler thought he was doing the right thing.
They would tell you, oh, yeah, it's right.
Yeah.
Pal Rider says, I can relate to a villain, kind of difficult to understand a hero for me. I guess it's all in the development, right? But your hero is only going to be as great as your villain, right, Jason?
Some comic book creators will create the villain first and then base their hero around it, because your hero is supposed to be the opposite. It's supposed to, your villain, they're supposed to be conflicting in ideas and concepts and even maybe power sets in a way. But so some artists will create, or writers, they'll create the villain first and work their hero around that. Or they'll take their hero and be like, all right, well, I know a great sense about him. I got to flip him over. And like, look at He-Man and Skeletor. Like, they're mirror images.
He-Man.
Yeah. So
Timothy says the villain is what gives the hero the reason to fight.
Kind of. Sometimes the hero could just fight. Like, look at a lot. I guess. I mean, like you could have a good motivator in a way. Like, hey, I want to be altruistic, and just do good for good's sake.
Right.
Right. He's out there, saving airplanes from crashing or putting out fires.
Yeah.
Well, there's only really one question that I want to ask you before you have to leave us, whenever that is. When are we getting an entertainment, an unlimited entertainment beanie?
Unhinged entertainment beanie?
Unhinged. What did I say?
Unlimited, but whatever.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Same difference. I know what you're talking about because in the first book there's a character that has the beanie.
And you had to point that out to me. I was like, I wonder why. I didn't think about it too much, but
I don't know, man. Maybe one day.
Come on, man.
Maybe one day. Right
Maybe
now,
on the
we're really
third book.
focusing on Frog G. And I mean, even those beanies are being like, we're gonna have to. We wanted them embroidered, and it's not false advertisement because Ink Spots even sent everything to the embroidery guy. He's like quoted a price. He's like, we're gonna, we could do this.
Right.
And once he sent him the files, the guy was like, yeah, we can't do this. It's too detailed.
Oh, you should. Damn.
Yeah. So but we're gonna have to get the beanies and order patches and have them sewn on. And so,
well, Jason, just an idea, man. But a plain black beanie with your little guy that you do on all of your like mail outs and everything. The little one-eyed sketch that you do. That would be fantastic, brother.
Oh, I'd wear a beanie and a hoodie and socks and everything. That's awesome.
I'm all in on that, dude.
I mean,
but wait a minute, that's got Fanta getting dressed. We don't.
I know. No, we like the other way around, but
all right.
Clutching my pearls.
Now, since I'm talking about Frog G, I know my internet sucks and it buffers. Anybody that's ever seen anything on replay, but it's the best I could do right now. Let's watch the trailer, can we?
Yeah. If you hit play.
All right. Oh, let me get the volume. Let me get and this is Luke's voice right here. He's narrating that.
Yeah, Luke's narrating it, and Pedro.
We've all read the story. The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life, and in real life, stories don't always have happy endings. Frog G, the story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
Yeah, I encourage everyone to go on the page and watch the trailer because that didn't do it any justice. But Pedro's a great animator.
I was going to say that's Pedro's animation. I'd know it anywhere.
Yeah. Pedro did a killer job animating that. Luke did a wonderful voiceover, and it syncs up great when you look and your own thing. I Devil Man, I know how it goes. That's why I usually will upload them as overlays, and I'll just do it that way because mine will do the same thing. If I play a video from somebody's YouTube and on mine, it'll just buffer.
Yeah.
Now, Pale Rider does point out correctly, Rex, that if you close those 50 Pornhub tabs you've got open, the trailers will.
Well, what else would he watch during the stream?
Yeah. Now, I've got 11. I need to know how to notebook things because I've got all these shadow band projects up here.
Just bookmark them.
Bookmark.
You can bookmark them.
Bookmark.
There's that star that's up on your browser. Where is it? It's over to the right.
Window.
Do I have to click on the project?
No. Once you're on,
go to the page. Ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Just go to the page that the project's on, and then
which would be Indiegogo, right?
Yeah. Go to the individual project.
Okay.
And then in the search window, there's a star. Click that star, and it'll say save. Save
up top on your browser.
Oh, and then
just tell it where to go, so you can find it later.
Oh, okay. So it would send it to my Gmail
for the day.
You made it. You have done. You're good. Now you can commit evil all day long.
That's
how it works.
I'm going to go commit Harry Carey on this steak.
No.
Oh, yes.
There you
Sounds
go.
good.
Nice.
So I just wanted to pop in and say hi and
I
tell you,
appreciate
Jason,
you popping in there.
you know, we're doing the best over at the Madness we can to keep Frog G in front of folks, man.
Hail. Thank you, man.
Hail.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Hail,
Hail,
Doc.
hail, chat. Peace out.
Later, man.
Love you.
Later, brother.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. I love Doc. He's awesome.
Okay, we'll see if that works. We'll see if that works. I'll say that stuff. Now wait a minute. What is this?
Then when you go
started something.
Then when you go under your tools, and then you go under bookmarks, and it should be there.
Okay. Yeah, it sent it to my Gmail.
What?
Yeah. Or I saved it to my Gmail. Welcome, Vic King.
I guess that'll work too.
Yeah.
Hey, Vic.
I guess it will. I can always
I
grab
just
it from
copy it and send it to myself either in Messenger or in a text message on my phone, so I can go and get it.
Right.
Well, I did one. I'll experiment with it later. I don't want to slow up things, but because I'm known to do that.
Too late. I'm kidding.
I know. She won't be back.
Goodbye,
yes,
Doc.
I will.
Caroline. Caroline's heading to bed. She can't keep her eyes open.
Later, Caroline.
Good night, Caroline.
Good night, Caroline. Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
staying
so
late with us.
On the hero thing, right? So heroes are like our aspiration. That's the kind of the good that we're supposed to aspire to, right? And so that's what we want to get to. That's why sometimes people have a hard time relating with heroes, because they don't see themselves getting there. It's a self-esteem issue, right? And there's a lot of self-esteem issues out there in society right now. A lot of people connect with the villain because the villain is human failing, and we all fail. So it's very easy for us to, whether we want to sympathize with a bad guy or not, we can usually, unless their motivations are totally abhorrent, right? We can usually find some sympathy behind their motivations. Like Dr. Doom, his motivations primarily are to bring about a betterment for his country, Latveria, right? He goes about it in the worst horrible way that he possibly could.
Mm-hmm.
But you can understand that in a sense.
Yeah, it's once you look up to the villain is the problem. Like, you want to be the villain, that's the issue.
Right.
That's that's too far. You know, that's what a hero is for. It's like, yeah, we fail and we fall, but a hero is there to be like, oh, but we can get back, like just like Bruce Wayne, we can get back up. You know,
right.
we can endure, we can move on and move forward and be better. So a villain more or less just tears everyone else down because they're teared down. So
Magneto became good for a while.
Yeah.
Magneto's back and forth, but Magneto is a perfect example, right? You can understand his motivations. He's trying to stand up for the rights of mutants, but he goes about it the worst possible horrible way, right? He chooses evil over good.
And again, you got to understand what he went through as a child, right? I mean, he went through Nazi Germany and watched what the persecution of one group by another.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, you could say that, but there's lots of kids that went through that didn't end up going the wrong route. So people can go through horrible, horrific events.
So did his power, his mutant power, seduce him? I can go further than those other people that were incarcerated with me.
Maybe somewhat.
I can actually make a difference.
But anybody can get a gun.
Yeah, that's
we also have heroes like you were mentioning earlier, Jason, about Punisher, right? There are those heroes that are like really essentially bad guys. For instance, you mentioned Punisher. I'll throw out there Ghost Rider.
Yep, Ghost
right?
Rider. Yep.
Ghost Rider's from hell. It's not an angel from heaven. It's a demon from hell. However, it takes out its vengeance and fury on evil.
Right.
So it's a weird twist on that.
But
it's like the
right,
reverse.
There's a reason why they're called anti-heroes. It's like they are heroes, but not in the right way.
Lobo would be another one.
Lobo.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And Wolverine too. Wolverine too. He
Wolverine
goes a bit too far. At least he used to go a bit too far.
But Lobo didn't start out like that. You know, when he made his appearance in
his first appearance was
we're
talking about the main man, not that Lobo.
More comedy, right?
Right. Well, I mean, all right. You know, I'm just saying they had to read.
Yeah,
they had to retool Lobo.
Well, yes,
to make him workable.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. But not only that, they were also, ribbing a little bit on Wolverine and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's just that's kind of what they were going for, and they knew it sell. Plus, I mean, you get a guy like the Biz up in there, you're going to sell books. You're going to pump it out. But yeah, once again, though, that's a fantastical, fun character. Like, you know what I mean? Because he's just out there. Like that character, that character can never really exist in any way, shape, or form. It's a space traveler. So you got to separate fantasy from reality also. And that's what a lot of people, they tend to bring their own, like, I got to see myself in this. It's like, no, you don't. You don't want to see yourself in any of this, but you want to see what you could be maybe. And you're getting the two mixed up. So, like, you don't want to bang dolphins in space. You may think you want to.
One time, Jason.
Speak for yourself,
and he gets branded.
I mean, the dolphin will bang you in the sea, but that's
you got John Malin. You got John Malin drawing it. You
don't take my fantasies away there, Jason. Goddamn.
I'm sorry, Shadowhawk.
Jason, have you met Pale Rider from the chat yet?
Oh, dude, Pale Rider's sick, man. He's awesome.
PayPal.
Yeah, maybe there's a few dolphin lovers out there. Hey, you do you in your own time. Just don't
believe it or not. I just came off a stream where they were hating on dolphins. Believe it or not.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, because they're rapists. Why would you want to hang out with a dolphin?
Welcome, Apex.
Hey, welcome, guys. How's it going?
Well, I want to bring up the campaign. I do want to continue this. Now, what have you tried to do with the villains within Frog G, and just briefly, how did that come about, Jason? The origins of Frog G.
Ink spots.
Started with a card, right?
Oh, Frog G. I thought you meant the villain. Well, I thought you meant the villains. Yeah. Well, Ink spots did create like all the villains. No, Frog G, the character itself, did come about because of the mod, the man, the myth, the legend, Frog G himself. Back this year in Absolute Book 2, where you could become affected, which was like kind of like the mutants of my universe. And they're just mutated powers, blah, blah, blah. And so you become a trading card, though, that everybody would get that trading card. You get the original art and everything like that. And Frog G had backed that, and Nefarious had backed that. So the Nefarious card came out dope too. Like, I don't want to slight that. That was awesome. I drew that. Matt Yackey colored it, and it's a dragon with a bunch of CG creators and the cages in the background. Fun one. I loved it. But everybody saw that Frog G one, and I worked with Frog. He came up with the idea, sketched it up, and he's like, cool. I always wanted to work with ink based on his colors from stuff that I've seen before. And I'm like, I got to work with this cat because he's really good. And everybody saw the card, the finished product, and they're like, when does this comic come out? Because they all thought it was a comic book cover. So, because the character was just intriguing, it looked fun. The artwork was just on point. We hit that lightning in a bottle when it came to that card. And so we're like, well, I guess it's a comic now. So while Absolute 2 was going on, we were working on promotional material, sketching stuff up. Inkspots was developing a story. Creating villains and doing research, and I was helping retool some of the images with the villains and changing little things here and there. So it was true collaboration, and that's how it all came about. Though, it was based on just Frog G backing one tier, and it just the right team got together, and everybody loved it so much. It just it was birthed from the chat, from the fans, and it's made for the fans because we were all going to do our own thing, and we still could have. Like, we could have been like, look, this isn't a book, it's just a trading card. We have our own ideas, and we do have our own. I'm going to do Samurai Priest eventually. Metal Mayhem Rock Boy Ink Spots is going to do that. So we have our own products that we still want to get out there, but Frog G it's so much fun too. We're having.
Will the other absolute characters be within Samurai Priest? I realize that Samurai Priest is liked by a lot of people, and I'm not saying that I don't like him, but he's not necessarily my favorite character within the book.
That's fine.
I mean, I like them all equally, but I really do like the old man, and his female counterpart that goes around with him.
Well,
now, will they be in Samurai Priest, do you think? Or is it just going to be pretty much Samurai Priest?
I have a story idea in mind. They're not part of it. I'll just say that. But
Cool.
Hey, Hockey.
What's up, Hockey?
Hey,
Hockey, what's up, brother?
Jason's on the Devil's channel.
The Devil's channel.
No, the devil understands. Oh, yes, he will.
Not today, Satan.
What?
Okay. Did you say I said not today. Not today, Satan.
Today, Satan.
Did you say Satan?
Whatever.
Hell, El Hombre.
Good
to see you.
Hombre.
So yeah, but that's how.
What are you trying to do with the villains in Frog G here? I know that you've been pulling out. I've heard some of what you've talked about Frog G before. You've really kind of pulled out the stops on this, didn't you? Through voodoo and gods and magic and anything you can pretty much think up, right? I mean, it's.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Ink did a lot of the research and story development, and he came up with a lot of villains. He wanted to mix up some religion and mythology and all that stuff. I don't want to call anybody's religion a mythology, but he mixed up a lot of stuff up, and like even Death, our character of Death, it's not your typical Death.
Is that Death right there?
No. That's just an emotional visual representation of the old voodoo priestess.
Oh, okay.
Part.
Okay.
That's me on Monday morning.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, get some coffee in you,
exactly.
Man. But no, our version of Death is he's got like bat wings with skulls on them and like butterfly moth ears and these eyes that come out from where his teeth should be on his upper jaw, and he doesn't have a lower jaw, and I mean his eyes are so like he's just a weird, fantastical looking monster.
Is he pictured here anywhere?
No, he was actually pictured in the email sign up. He was
cool.
Yeah.
But I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So. But with the villains, we're coming up with like Sir Nunos was supposed to be like that's the main big bad, and he was supposed to be a delegator of the gods, and he wanted to actually create monsters. And Sir Nunos is an actual like deity, so that Ink Spots like looked up and researched and kind of did our own little thing with, and so we're taking actual things but making them more of a fantasy aspect. Doing our own spin on them. So
right.
And like I said, Ink is doing a lot of that legwork. He's a very busy man. So yeah.
Hello, Rahama.
So we get to see Frog G in human form before he's turned into a frog.
Yeah. He was the black dude.
Yeah, there you go.
He was the black dude in the first couple. There's like 4 pages of him, and then after that, it's all frog.
Wow.
So yeah.
Now, does Frog G look like Frog G, or was he just a generic black guy?
Oh no, I was like, wait, what? But
no, I mean, did you have reference for Frog G, in his human form, or?
Oh, the actual real human Frog G in reality does not look like is not a black dude. Is that if that's what you mean?
Well, I haven't met him personally, so I didn't know.
Neither have I. So
I just imagine a frog. Frog.
No, the only thing that Frog G has in common with the human counterpart in the book is the goatee. That's it.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Now You've reached, Jason. You've reached this other stretch goal. Although you'll have to go in there and say unlocked, right? At 14,000.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
You've unlocked that.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I mean,
window cling and chibi frog sticker
hey, man.
and frog G bookmark.
Jason will get around to it, man.
Okay,
we'll get to it.
Okay, so I guess that's the last stretch goal.
Yes, but no. We did stop the stretch goals because of the shadow ban. We knew we weren't going to hit too much more. So, but
right,
we do have one. We are going to do the wrenches if we hit 20K. But,
yeah.
So if we hit 20K, it's not up there, but if we hit it, we will do the wrenches. So yeah.
Right, for sure. Yeah. And how is that going to be? Have you figured out? Is that going to be like on a keychain or?
It's going to be probably a keychain things. I mean, it's something we haven't really like. Inkspots has looked into some sites and stuff like that, and engravings, and it's something like we discussed it a little bit, but right now we're just like, yeah. I mean, we're shadow banned. It's the backers are trickled out unless like we stream every single day, which we can't do, and promote every day, which we like on YouTube and all that stuff, which we can't do. Right, so yeah, but if we hit it, we'll still do it. But
did they ever offer you an explanation of why?
Dude, they didn't offer nobody an explanation. We're just happy to be back in demand because they did close us down somehow. It was a glitch, and they closed us down, but we got back up in demand.
How long were you closed down? A couple weeks?
No, it was only 4 days, but it's still 4 days of us that we could have gotten backers.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So yeah, but and what now? You also got to look at would it have been more advantageous for us to launch a second chance and then maybe not be shadow banned anymore? I don't know. You know, who knows at this point, but we just want people to be able to get the book and they can. So, like I said, and with the beanie, like I said, with that, like we know what it says. It's going to be a patch on the beanie, unfortunately, but you know, maybe we'll make it up to people in some way. It's the logo is too intricate, even simplified. Like Matt Barr, we even like tossed him extra cash and he cleaned it up and he did what he could, and it was still too complicated to embroider. Like embroidery companies just can't.
Yeah, I could see that. And then if you could find a place that could actually do it, it would probably cost a mint to have done.
Maybe. I mean, we could still do it. You know, we just wouldn't probably make any money. But
Rama's new to the channel. I think she's probably learning English by coming in here. Thank you for that. And JV's in the house. Hey, JV.
Hey, JV.
What's going
on?
Favorite troll.
So there's
6 people.
There's the beanie there with the logo. But you have a featured tier that you get the standard cover, the Frog G supplemental. Talk about the supplemental real quick.
Supplemental, it's the story of the story of the fall of Sarnunos, who is the main big bad. Inkspots is doing the pencils on that. I'm doing digital inks. It's a 24-page black and white interior supplemental, and with a cover by Matt Barr and Matt Yackey. So yeah, it's if you don't get it, you're not missing out on any story content really, like, you know, but you will miss out on like a kind of like a biography of Sarnunos, the main big bad guy. Yeah, and some great artwork by Inkspots. Yeah.
And then you have the Dan Pleagle variant cover.
Yeah, Dan Pleagle did a variant cover. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And you have Irene. Oh my gosh. Variant. Wow. Yeah.
Are we scrolling? Yeah. All I see is the Frog G hat.
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing too.
Rex, you're not doing something right. I can scroll. Is it? Have you added it to the campaign, Irene?
Well,
oh wow!
I mean, you're talking about the Pleagle cover. I'm like, I just see the hat.
I did too.
No, they're further up.
I'm fixated on the hat. Yeah,
I like that.
No, there is a colored version in the updates of Irene's cover.
You tell me when to stop. This is some of Jason's work right here.
Yeah.
Is that fully inked or is that penciled? That's
dude, inked, isn't it? What are you, crazy?
Well, that's true.
Pencils. What are pencils? No,
Jason with a pencil in his hand.
I've penciled a few things. It's not very often though, because
what about this canvas here? Tell us about this canvas.
That is that is the Big Daddy tier. It comes if you back the Big Daddy tier, you will get a 9x12 painting of Frog G. The only time Ink Spots will be painting Frog G in acrylic paints, oils. I don't know what he uses.
Right.
Whatever he uses.
Good.
Whatever he can get his hands on.
He will be painting these live on stream. So if you back it right now, I think 2 have sold. I know there's one that's sold on the campaign, one in the secret perk. So 2 have sold, and then Flying Feline has this one. So there's going to be only, it's limited to that. He's going to number them, and that's it. Once it's done,
you've already sold one. You've already sold one. Yeah,
2.
You sold 2.
It's the secret perk, but
it's not showing up. Okay, yeah,
because of the secret perk. Yeah,
right.
That's why.
Right. So you're saying Irene's work is this it here?
That's Plague. That was Plague's down below that,
or that's Shelby's right there, isn't it?
No. Man, how do you not know? No, I'm just kidding. No,
that's Irene. Okay, that's Irene. I'm sorry. You're right.
You're okay, man. That is Irene. Irene Strakowski of Fiendish fame. She did the line artwork, and then the colored version is in the updates. Billy Basco did the colors, and it will be a virgin cover. So there'll be no trade address. You get to see all the beautiful gorgeousness.
How are you not broke right now?
Right?
Well, I mean, dude, I put a lot of my own money up for this.
Yeah, you have to.
But I'm not recouping my expenses. I work, I paycheck, whatever.
JV says 6 people on the panel, 6 in the chat, in the stream. But didn't he always says that?
JV, you're a hack, JV.
Calm down, sir. You just calm down.
And actually, it's probably 5 because I'm watching my own channel. So I probably count 2. Okay, so and then you get all the tchotchkes with that supplement.
You get
with the features
with the stretch. You get all the stretch goals. You get Shelby Robertson trading card colored by Irene's colorist from Fiendish, Yvonne. So you get that. You get a Luke Alietta trading card, which is going to be colored by Ink Spots. You get a hockey trading card colored by Ink Spots. A Dan Plagle trading card colored by Ink Spots.
Yeah.
You get the bookmark. You get the 6 a.m. sticker. You get the Chibi sticker. You get the window cling. Yeah. So you get a couple things. You get a couple things if you just back the regular tier.
Did you do add-ons with this, Jason? If you go to checkout,
you can add on anything.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. Except now with the beanie, if you just buy the beanie, that will ship once we get them done. So that you should get those during winter. If you back a book and add the beanie won't ship until your book ships.
Okay, the beanie will ship out here pretty soon.
If you just back the beanie, because I'm going to be ordering the hats, and then we're going to order the patches, and we got to find somebody to sew.
So is this limited? I mean, I know you need to know how many to produce. How long?
No, we can overprint. We can overmake them and just sell them on our website, because InkSpots is working on our website, so that you can go to. It's going to be unhinged spots or unhinged inks. My bad.
Standard book with your cover, correct?
Yeah.
$25. And then Irene's 25 variant, which we just looked at, and Dan Pleagle's variant. Now that's going to be in black and white, isn't it?
The cover,
right?
The interiors are still all colored.
This is your first colored project, isn't it?
Yes, but no. Okay. It's my first colored comic book. I've colored my own work. Like InkSpots has colored my stuff, on campaigns. But it's my first fully colored interior comic book.
I actually have one of your old watercolors that you did. It's on the back.
Dude, I love doing watercolors and stuff like that. Yeah.
Now you have the standard cover plus the supplement, $40.
Yeah, all in one type thing. Yeah,
all in one type thing. You have a Bascom Frog G sketch card. Is that right with the book?
Yeah. Well, not a sketch card. It'll be a 6x9
a sketch. Okay.
Yeah, that is just a placeholder image. Your sketch will not look like that. But it'll still look really good. Everybody's seen my stuff, and they know I tend to go overboard.
Now, what is this InkSpots pencil panel?
With the supplemental, InkSpots draws the panels separately, and then he'll put them together in Photoshop and then send them to me. So he draws the panels, each one on a separate page because they're a little bigger than regular panel size. So you can if you back that, you get one of the panels from the supplemental, that InkSpot, the traditional piece.
So you get a piece of the book.
You get a piece of the supplemental plus the book.
I like to see this retailer 5 book discount. And you've got one claimed on that. That's really
cool. Get 4 books. You get 5 books for the price of 4. So if you live in Australia, that's a good way to go about getting this, because you could get a few friends to chip in, cover that shipping cost, or even international for that regard.
Now, who will be doing your fulfillment, Jason? You?
In Australia, it's hockey.
Okay.
But in America, if keeping at the numbers that they're keeping on this trend, it'll probably be me.
And your mother. And your mother.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, your mother's still helping you. You haven't ran her off yet.
Kids.
No.
Original interior page for $240, 11 by 17.
And with I was gonna say, with that, I do send out a PDF, first come, first serve, and you get to pick which page you want.
So, good question, Jason. Does she go by Unhinged Mama?
You can call her that if you want.
All right.
Mama Bascom.
Mama Bascom.
Yeah. Now, what's the original art double page?
Hell, Phil.
Oh, there's a 2-page. That's the 2-page spread.
Hey, Phil.
2-page. So that's okay. So that's one. There's only one available.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have the Big Daddy tier, which we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And what's all in the Big Daddy tier?
You get the 9x12 InkSpots painting, fully painted live. You get a 9x12 drawing by me. You get all the books, plus the supplemental, plus all the tchotchkes and the hat. That's like a subscription tier. So anything we probably won't add anything else on, but if we ever did, you will get it. So that's a
I don't see the beanie in the list here, but there's probably a limit of how many things you can add on, right?
It's not it's just that we had added the beanie on later.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we would have to hide the tier. We put it in there. So it's a subscription pack.
You get an original Jason Bascom illustration 9x12 on Bristol.
Nice. Right.
And the InkSpots painting.
And the InkSpots 9x12 panel.
Yep.
Right.
And all 3 covers plus the supplemental.
Will that be on canvas, or is that what is that on?
It's on canvas board. Yeah.
Okay, canvas board. Okay.
Yeah.
Because and you have the Dan Pleagle art, the variant cover.
Yep, the original artwork for the cover of Dan Pleagle
available, right? Dan has his own project, of course, Goblin Girl.
Yeah. You check it out.
Now, I think on his, he offers a black and white and a color version, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Now, are you doing that with this?
No, mainly because one thing we've tossed around the idea for it wouldn't be for this campaign, but maybe in the future as an artist edition. You would see my inks and line work on one page, and the next page you see the InkSpots' colored version, so you can see how we work. Yeah, we got Phil in the chat. What's up, brother?
Hey, Phil.
Because the way we work is I do quite a lot of the foreground characters stuff, maybe some background too, not much. And then InkSpots will come in and I let him do whatever he wants. So he'll put on his own background. He'll paint things in there. He'll make things look amazingly just off the wall sometimes or atmospheric. And he does his own part. So because of the way we work, a black and white book, it would be like almost no backgrounds. There'd be some things missing from it. So it really wouldn't translate well. But for an artist edition, it would be cool to see the what goes on in one of the books. Now we wouldn't be able to do every page because that would be an insanely thick artist edition. So we would have to pick key pages. But
now you have your cover available. Jason Bascom's cover is still available. Your face here sold out for claimed. You could get drawn into the book.
Yep, that's sold out.
Original full card art books. What was that about? That's sold out.
The original art to the foil card. If you back a secret an all foil trading card, the original art for that. So that's that one with the Hulk homage cover.
And you had
nice.
a Shelby pack, so that's cool.
Yep, that's Shelby original artwork for the
yeah,
trading
and
cards.
Irene's. I bet that
Irene's
went
cover sold. Yeah,
as soon as
Of
you put it up
course.
there. Yeah.
It took a little bit longer, but yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
still went pretty quick.
Yeah. How do you?
Imagine.
You know the shadow banning had to hurt your campaign.
God, why do they do that?
I mean, what is the solution to this problem, Jason?
I mean, just don't have all your eggs in one basket, really. You know, that's the main thing that it boils down to. I know Bancroft has had some ideas. I got to go back on his channel because I didn't watch the one video he put up about different methods maybe to use too. But we are working on, like I said, Inkspots is working on the website. It'll be unhingedinks.com. It's where you can go get our artwork plus any book, or even like we'll have a crowdfunding style format for the books as well. It'll be on Indiegogo. We're talking about going to a Kickstarter with Frog G. So it's just don't, maybe even crowdfunder. It's don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't be in one place at one time, because this can happen anywhere. And one main thing would be to have your own website. And like Shopify can be like, hey, I'm not hosting you or whatever. They can do it. The odds of it happening, like with Indiegogo, are very slim. But because Indiegogo just did what it did. To me, it was a glitch. If you ask me personally, that's what it is. If you ask other people, that it was an attack on CG. Could it have been? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't work for him, and nobody ever gives us an answer.
Hell, Frog G.
Yo, what's up, Frog?
Hey, Frog.
Frog G.
Oh,
Hi, man.
Yes, yes. Talking about the frog-phobic Indiegogo Kickstarter, probably be the same. I don't know. So different solutions are coming up. Maybe we'll find out. Like Jason was saying, maybe Spotify, maybe Shopify, maybe something otherify. We're looking into it because can't stop, won't stop.
Hell,
exactly.
I'm glad you could join us today. It's awesome to always have you on.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. How's things going with you, Frog?
I'm doing great. I'm finishing up printing some ornaments for a couple people at work, and then I've got to polish some dice to get out for a future campaign coming out with another creator. And I'm busy.
Now you sketch, right? Jason kind of alluded that you first sketched out Frog G character, didn't you?
I worked with Jason as Jason was sketching out the Frog G character in one of the tiers on Absolute Book 2.
Okay, kind of like I and Vic do with
now, if I'm not mistaken, Frog, you're going to be in the next art auction with Red Valkyrie, correct?
I am indeed going to be at the next underground art auction on Red Valkyrie. I've got two items up for
maybe you'll be so good to send out the link to it to some people.
That'd be nice.
Hey, Frog. Sorry, I was out for a second. Good to see you,
I have stymied him with my ignorance.
Now, the next art auction is in January, so they don't have the link up yet for that one specific.
Right. For anybody that's been asleep for 1,000 years, the Frog G is the link master. He is the.
Yes, he is.
He likes to drop those links.
He has that soothing voice, man. Very intelligent.
And you also do a show regularly with Michael T on Mondays, don't you? You want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, over on Michael T. High Desert Comics, we attempt to do a semi-regular show Monday mornings at midnight Mountain Time. Due to some illnesses over the last couple weeks, we have been unable to do that. Up to and including tonight's show has, just by the way, breaking news on that. It hasn't really come out yet. There will be no show tonight due to an unfortunate beer bug going around over at Michael's family.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Man up, Michael.
Yeah,
Mr. A lot of illness going around, not just COVID, but Mr.
Yeah, there's a bug going around because like I was sick the past couple of days and I was negative. It's just negative, and like my niece is sick, my nephew was sick. Like there's something going around now. It's winter. It's winter.
It's like the flu and cold didn't go away. What's going on with that?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's the weirdest thing.
Well, nobody talks about that anymore, though.
Right.
He's a bad actor.
What?
What? Bad actor?
Is that?
That was your mother.
Sorry, that was my wife's phone.
She's a bad actor.
That's your mother.
Sure, blame it on your mother.
Sounded like you had one of those tabs come open with your old jazzercise.
No, my wife sat down. She was listening to something on YouTube. I don't know what it was.
Oh.
No, it's funny. It was just funny because everything was super quiet at that moment. Wow, what happened?
He's a bad actor.
Yeah.
Shit.
Bad actor. Yeah.
Was not.
Well, I never claimed to be a good actor.
But yeah, it like
Sometimes a bad
and
one.
once again, like Frog said, and we won't stop. Like Frog G2, obviously it's not going to be shadow ban. So and we're going to roll right into Frog G2 after Frog G1. So hopefully we'll keep that momentum up. Right now, I have, like I said, this is page, I think 17, 16 or 17 that I have inked here. Ink Spots has, I think, 14 pages colored. We have 6 that are fully lettered. So, we're working on it. And then
steamrolling.
Pardon me. Once we keep this momentum going, because we're still going to the second book while we're still, doing everything else, with the fulfillment and stuff, we could work on the second book, have the email list out for that, and even more pages done by the time that even launches. So, and then Frog will like do his Frog thing and promote it while we're doing all that stuff. And it's just it'll steamroll. And if that does even more bombastical, we can maybe even stop like our regular jobs and just do the comics full time. And you could even get Frog G3 even faster at that point. So, and everything would end up being available also on the website. So, it may not be the first printing, it might be the first printing, but it might be second printing. The second printing will have different covers. And once again, Frog gets a cut of all of the things that we do. So, because he's a co-creator, he's not just a promoter. He's not just the simple little frog behind the scenes. He's a creator.
So
he's
cool.
part of it.
I think when you say it that way, he's like Marlon Brando in the back room. He gets his cut. He demands his cut.
He does. He does demand his cut. He's vicious.
He deserves his cut. He's really the mastermind. Yeah, I got you. That's why he's in the center.
Such angry typing.
Yeah, there you go.
You gotta let me wet my beak just a little bit.
I must leap.
I make an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah. So
hopefully book 2 takes off without the shadow ban, gets more bombastical, as Jason had said. It takes off. Hey, you know what? We've got high ambitions. Let's get this more popular. Let's get Frog G the movie, Frog G the morning Saturday morning cartoon, Frog G the breakfast cereal.
I would see
Let's
that,
make it happen.
I guess you've heard. I guess you've heard of Mike Barron's project on Kickstarter being suspended.
It was
suspended and removed due to specific people having an issue with Mike Barron.
Wait, Kickstarter or Indiegogo?
Kickstarter.
Really?
What's he have on Kickstarter?
Yep. He had Private American on Kickstarter.
Damn it! I'm definitely gonna buy it though. It's
he
has his own way of.
It wasn't up very long.
Yeah, right.
That's everybody has a right to put out what they want to put out. It is up to the person, the backer. Like that's where it is. Like that's pure censorship at that point. I don't care how terrible the book is or how great the book is. They have a right to try to make it and put it out. You just don't have to buy it. Like I mean, really,
it's the First Amendment of the Constitution, dude. It's free speech. What the hell?
What happened to that?
Yeah, we all know what happened to that. But that to me is the epitome. Like I don't do politics, but free speech. I'm sorry. Like that's I don't care what it is. You have a right to say and do what you want. Now you have the right to the repercussions as well. So if it's maniacal, evil, and just hates, terrible stuff, you have a right to say. I have a right to reciprocate. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. But he has a right to try to make his book. It's a crowdfunding website. That's their job. Their job is to host your book.
That's right. They're not doing their job.
Frog, do you have any solutions to this problem? How do you view this?
Well, we need to go somewhere that's not Indiegogo or Kickstarter at this point because they've proven that neither one of them really care about independent comics. They've got other things that are their big ticket items apparently. Right. So, based on the response, and by that I mean lack of, we got for the shadow banning of Frog G. Clearly, Indiegogo does not have our best interests in mind, even their best interest in mind, because they get their 5%. Straight up from the amount of sales we get, and they're shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, how does
just
it help
real
them to restrict your sales? That's what I don't understand. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it's ridiculous.
Real quick, I want to mention some of these links that Frog G has dropped. CG Vacation, absolutely check that out on Indiegogo.
Yeah.
And the Lost Pages,
the
three.
and Diaz brothers.
Yep.
I guess going to be focused on Crimstone this time.
Yeah.
Rise 8 Comics, Fields
Yeah.
Project. Go sign up for that. I did, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
So definitely sign up for that. And he's also dropped the link to Mike Barron.
I'm glad you
your
did. I could have sworn I signed up for it.
Copy of Private America. Now, where's this take you, Frog, that you can get a copy of Private America? What's it? Is it a website?
This will take you to its own website where he has links to both Crowdfunder and Indiegogo, which still has it up. It's just shadow banned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like us.
Okay.
You need a link to find
Kickstarter killed it completely, right? Like they like.
Oh yeah, Kickstarter
even...
just killed it completely. You can, yeah, it won't be up there. Kickstarter's pretty much said they don't want to deal with Mike Barron because someone loudly complained about him.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, isn't that lovely?
Sorry, some wuss.
Well, he got a bot minion army to also, barrage them with complaints.
Yeah,
I'm speaking just rhetorically, I guess, facetiously. I don't know, but you would think that there wouldn't be a problem because they say there's nothing to see here. The border is secure. So what's the problem?
Exactly.
Yeah, the border secure. Clearly, this is a fantasy.
Yes,
this
it's
never
all
happened.
This is clearly fantasy. Exactly.
These are not the 1.7 million illegal immigrants you thought you saw.
No, they're invisible. We don't see them at all.
To me, I mean, it doesn't matter what he's saying or if he's saying anything. He has a right to have it up. It's a comic. He's trying to make it. That's your job. Your sole job is to put his comic out and get a kickback. That's it.
If you want to buy his comic and burn it, well, by all means, that's a sale.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You couldn't crowdfund pornography, could you?
No.
Yeah, you
unless there's a porn site that does that.
Plenty of people do.
Plenty of people do, man.
I bet they do, yeah.
I think you
That's
can.
right.
on Indiegogo or Kickstarter?
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
OnlyFans.
Maybe Zoop. I have no idea.
OnlyFans, yeah.
Maybe
Well,
Butterroot.
I mean, they're like, there's adult comic books that have been.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. He's
You know,
right.
I don't have a problem with that at all. That's
Right.
I don't either.
I'm just saying where, can you do that? I guess I need to just go read the policies that they have, but
you're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to, but as long as it's not like the material isn't in the visual material.
Right. Well, they've held money, haven't they?
Yeah,
for
like on the
projects
campaign page.
Yeah, they have.
There's been some chicanery around that about just the illustrated human form, not even a photograph.
Right.
Yeah. So
they will make you censor some stuff.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's just like I said. But we're talking a comic fighting Private American. Like it's to me, it's like he even says it's Captain America meets the Punisher.
Well, they did the same thing with Thin Blue Line, didn't they? They gave him heck over that.
Yeah.
I mean, on Twitter anyway. For
police,
a
little while.
They did, but he had the fortunate part of getting on Good Morning America, which just exploded.
Oh yeah, by about $10,000. Yeah,
Fox News,
immediately.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that convinced me. It's all about getting eyes on your project.
That's right.
Yeah, Good Morning America turned me down on that. I did inquire, and they said, we don't know who you are. That's fair.
Frog book.
We don't do frogs here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We know of another guy that does frogs.
Yeah, we got to hit up Alex.
Are you that guy?
Yeah. Maybe you want to talk to the Tonight Show. They have the animal guys on every now and then.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
There you go.
What's his name?
Too bad
Jack,
Marlon Perkins is not on TV.
Yeah, the guy that used to be on there, Jack, whatever his name was.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
San Diego Zoo or some shit.
I think it's from
Why do I look so small?
I can't remember his name.
Maybe I'm sitting back.
Jack Hanna. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this thing on?
Yes.
I hear you.
Hi, yes.
Okay.
I hear you.
We
Yes.
hear you, Fancy.
Why have you been talking the entire time without us saying?
No.
Fanta's like, this whole time I've been trying to reach you.
No.
There you go,
I've just
Fanta.
been listening and learning.
Yeah.
But
What
I did want to say, even though I don't have projects out there, but this includes like YouTube and things like that. I'm really getting tired of these platforms not protecting their creators.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and they allow false flagging,
Right.
like
clone
mic
campaigns.
stuff.
How about that kind of crap?
Well,
Shadow banning. I mean,
Well,
it's ridiculous.
a lot of it does go into the stuff that I don't deal with, which is the politics. Like it's a very political thing as to why they do these things, and that's why I don't get it, because I'm not a political person in that regard. That shouldn't play a role in your business. Business is business, and you should be about what makes money, not what not like, hey, this person is saying things that I don't agree with, and so I'm not going to let them say what they want to say. No, man, that's just wrong in all counts. Yeah.
So I'm just kind of tired of that. I don't think it's fair.
Like,
Me too.
Yeah. So it's and there is a thin fine line with what do you allow and what don't you allow, because there are some horrible things that shouldn't be said in my opinion, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not. I really hope people don't find those to be things to say that is okay to say. But like even on my channel, people come on my channel. I have ink spots on regularly, and I let him say whatever he wants. There's only a couple words. I'm like, hey man, not to him, but in everyone, don't say at least one of those words indefinitely.
Yeah.
But but that's just me. Now you have a right to say it. Yes, I can't like just totally come to your house and staple your mouth shut because of it. But I just prefer you don't say it is all. That's all.
I see a visual.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when you guys come on my channel, let it go. Just
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
I don't try to. Ink Spots is his own.
It's something else.
Monster.
No.
He's a monster. Don't lie,
Not a
Fanta.
monster.
He's a creature. He's a disgusting lob of lard.
And you love him for it.
Absorbs human souls.
He's squishy and malleable. Yes.
And one heck of a ukulele player.
Oh, beautiful.
Right? He is. Yeah.
No equal.
Yeah. He's awesome. So I just let him go. I mean, you go on my channel and where I had you guys on, and then I clipped the PDF part. I clipped the part where I couldn't get him off solo screen. It's on there, and his helicopter song.
Yeah,
good time. I just whatever. I love Ink. He's awesome.
That's the thing with Ink Spots and me. We mainly just want to have like a fun, like Frog too.
Yeah.
Like we all just want to have a good time, because this is comics. This is kids stuff. In all reality, I mean, I know like some is adult themes or adult content, but it's a kid-like medium, and we're all immature and kids also in our own regard. So we just want to have a good time. Life itself in reality is terrible enough. It can be horrible. So why bring it into this? It doesn't make sense. And then you can still talk about it. But you can, we can still talk about serious, heavy, material content and stuff on these channels. I'm saying it has to be 24 giggles and like spinner hats, but it still should be fun though. You know what I mean? Like I joke about very serious topics because you should be able to joke about them. Like it's just the levity of situations needs to be there. You need to not take life as seriously, because you won't get out alive. It'll win, and you'll die. You don't want to die.
Yeah.
You want to live forever, like me.
Yes.
I mean, we're all gonna get there one day, I guess.
Yeah, just don't lop off my head. You're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do it on slow peaceful terms.
Hell, Pedro.
Pedro.
Look at this. Monsters of animation. And tropical magics.
No, tropical magics, man.
What's going on, man?
Holy shit, bro. Yes.
Yeah, this.
He has a nice beer clock. Yeah.
Pedro drinks because I can't.
Now, are we
I
ever
think
going
Pedro's
to
subtly saying if we get more, I can get that Frog G custom wrench, keychain wrench, beer bottle opener.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, beer bottle
Yeah.
opener. Is that what it's going to be? Beer bottle opener, maybe?
I'm having big vodka. That's best.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yes.
Breakfast of Champions.
I don't think bottle openers are specific to beer, are they?
No.
Didn't think so.
Most sodas bottles are twisties, but so are most beers too. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frog G, for hiding the sex
A
bottle.
lot of the imported beers are still, you gotta have a bottle opener. For it.
I don't know. I don't drink cervezas.
Or like a small brewery.
Like the cork thing.
But if you need a bottle opener right away,
right?
Yeah, look at that.
You can go to Metal Movies and Brewskis.
Oh, that's right.
And you can back Butch Cleaver, and you get one of these awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have them.
Yep, I got 2.
So you do it.
Nice metallic.
What are you drawing there, Vic? What you got going on?
I am drawing.
Hojo, Jeremy Burt, say somebody get the sex bot, please.
Oh, Frog G's here. He'll lower the boom.
Oh, he already did. Look at there. Boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Frog G.
What are you drawing here, Vic?
Lowering buns.
I am drawing Pit.
Pit. There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Adele Creon.
Creon?
Creon. No, I didn't say crayon.
He is from New
Rex. God.
You know, that crayon dude.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, so like,
I want to know why I look like a
I come from
Del Creon.
I have the pencil and I the whole
That's Rex's Cajun coming out. Del Crayon.
Del Crayon.
Yeah.
My favorite artist, Del Crayon.
Coming soon from Dale Crayon, Little Pit.
Little Pit. Animation by Pedro Lang.
That's great. Little Pit. Now I gotta see it. No, that's Del Crayon.
Del Crayon.
You can't. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't. No.
Nice.
14 people in here. Awesome. We're having
Like,
some
share,
fun.
subscribe.
Oh,
on the weekend.
Yeah. It was that Del Crayon thing.
Hey, Jeremy Burtz. How's it going?
Oh, Jeremy Burtz.
Hi, Jeremy.
Jeremy Burtz. Yeah, check out Tropical Magics today.
I read it. It's dope.
Pedro.
It's great.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
Smash the line.
Pedro's working on another book, working on more animations. He's the hardest working man.
Yeah.
Yes, God bless you, Pedro.
I'm the hardest working Panamanian in CG.
That's right.
Hands down. But I would like to say, if you missed Tropical Magics, 1, how dare you? 2, we understand times are kind of tricky, so maybe you didn't have the financial time opportunity at the time to back it. Pedro's got you hooked up because they're going to do a second chance campaign.
Oh, great. Great.
Bang, bang.
So it is totally closed out, right? It's not still in demand.
No, it's not in demand because we're not reneging Indiegogo. We're just going to be crowdfunding horse and use all platforms because you don't know who's going to ban you. So you just use them all.
Just use them all.
Yeah, we're moving to Kickstarter now, but we're going back to Indiegogo with the next Pedro and production alongside with James Anderton, Waifus and Kaijus, Robots, Kaijus, and Ass.
Yeah,
the 3 food.
Oh my!
What about a giant? What about a giant kaiju
or ass?
I thought you said ass.
You said ass.
Ass.
Booty.
I want to say it a little louder, Pedro.
Oh, booty. Okay.
Butt cheeks. I'm
there you go.
Awesome.
Wait, we need that visual again.
Juicy.
Say it a little louder, Pedro. I know you're down Panama, but come on.
Yeah. Nalgas. Sorry.
Drinks are kicking in.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I've done 3 of these before.
Woo. Wait a minute.
What is that? What are you drinking?
What are you holding up?
Paulaner Like I'm drinking Germany.
You've already had 3 of those?
He's drinking Germany.
Weizenbieren. Paul on it.
Yeah. You're drinking all of
That's
Germany?
a pretty big bottle. Yeah.
Pedro's drinking all of Germany. News at 11.
Yeah, you only need a couple of those.
How do Germans taste?
Yeah, he's doing it.
He's already had 3, Shadowhawk.
How do Germans taste, Pedro?
Yeah.
Huh?
How do Germans taste?
Germans?
You said you're drinking Germany.
Well,
Yeah,
I've had some German ladies in my time. You know, I've done that round.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Go ahead with yourself.
I have done that round. Yeah. If you wanted to elaborate, I can still be the gentleman.
Unlike Comics Gates,
Pedro, we didn't know.
Wow.
Unlike CG, Pedro is all inclusive.
Yeah, exactly. I don't discriminate. Right, well, no, I don't do men. That's something I no.
No,
that's right.
What's the alcoholic content on that German beer? About 6?
This one.
Yeah.
I can't read.
That makes it's high enough you can't read.
Can't read. He's an artist.
It's pretty good. I can't read.
He thinks he's an illustrator.
That's about ex-girlfriend's
It's some kind of mathematician.
It's 5.5.
5.5. Okay.
Yeah. And this big Borgar, this is 4.8. This is not that bad, but I'm putting the bus.
He's tapering off. He's tapering off.
Need to pump them numbers, son.
Pump the numbers.
I'm dancing to no music, baby.
You are.
There you go.
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Dance.
I know
Jason's
wow.
Yeah.
It's from Wolf of Wall Street.
Rex and Shadow, have you guys gotten your DMs from me? Check your DMs.
Yes. Well, no, I haven't, but yes, I will look. Oh, my dog is killing me.
Am I going nuts or there's a dog barking?
You're going nuts.
Yeah, you're nuts.
Oh,
yeah, I'll have to pop out, Apex. Like,
it was about time.
Phone,
Okay.
so
No problem.
I'll check it in, when we finish
Yeah,
up.
sure. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I've got an emergency art auction helping a friend out for some
I did see you post something about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of a last minute kind of thing, but I have some key issues of some comics for sale, plus original art and color art and stuff like that. So you guys welcome to come on and check it out.
When is it, Apex?
At 8:00 tonight on my channel.
Wow, that's last minute.
Whoa,
I know.
that is emergency.
I don't want to interrupt your Frog G promotion.
Well, no, but dude, it's an auction. I mean, we're here to promote. We promoted Pedro, didn't we?
I wish I could do that. Like I can't sell art.
Well, okay. And again, it was an emergency. Came up. I mean, right? I mean, this came up.
It's an emergency.
Okay.
991 emergency.
So
hopefully, if you want to, if you guys want to, contribute, that's up to you.
Are you saying we should go over there? Is what you're saying? We should leave the stream.
I think it did.
I mean, it's at
leave
8
the stream.
Saying
that we should leave here and go over there.
No, don't leave.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave the stream and go watch.
Yeah,
it's at 8:00 Central Time.
Jason had to go.
Now you've done it.
Way to go, Apex. Jesus.
Now I know how to get kicked off the Devil Fighters channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the easy Irish goodbye. All right, bye.
Yeah.
Right.
I ran out of Bitburger.
You ran out of Vipper?
Bitburger.
Bitburger?
Bitburger.
I think you're just making up words at this point, Pedro.
I don't know what that means.
It says Bitburger here. I ran out of it. I have to get
more.
Pit burger?
Yeah.
Burger.
Bit burger.
Okay. Sure.
Is anybody even watching anymore after this?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we have at least 9 people in here. It says 10, but I'm watching.
We're on PBS now.
We're bleeding out viewers.
PBS.
Yeah, are we bleeding viewers yet?
Did I just use away, Jason?
No, you actually gained some. We were at 2. Now we're at 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
9.
Oh.
9. Yeah. You see, Germany. You get 9.
Right back to the Germans again.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
it's all about
the example of yay.
Thank you, Frog G. God bless you, Frog G.
I'm not.
Germans are good people. They've never done any wrong.
Ever.
No.
Ever.
Nope.
It's all good until you count down to sack.
Wonderful people. I love their sauerkraut and stuff.
Yeah, man.
They came up with currywurst. Jaeger. Volkswagen.
Oh, gee.
I don't know about the Volkswagen thing there. I like that little far, Pedro.
This is great.
Yeah, Volkswagen. Beloved by Alisa Milano. Volkswagen.
Drive a bug.
Beloved by Alisa Milano.
Oh, and Alyssa Milano does no wrong.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh my
Pedro's
word.
had a crush on Alyssa Milano since the old days.
Boss.
Good luck with that.
No, Charles in Charge, isn't it? Right. She was in Charles in Charge, right?
No, who's the boss?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to these psychos.
Who's the boss with Tony Danza?
Yeah.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Dude, that show. Was bad.
who was that? Scott Baio was Charles in Charge. Who else?
Yes.
I don't remember. Who was the slutty chick on Charles in Charge?
Oh, was that the older sister? No,
that was the older sister. Yeah,
Jane, you ignorant slut.
Is it Jane? Is her name Jane?
No, I don't know.
Saturday Night Live. Sorry about that.
That sounds legit.
70s.
That sounds legit, doesn't it?
You're down Panama. What would you know? And tell me, Pedro, where is Flynn's Arcade?
Flynn's Arcade. It's from Tron.
Oh yeah, okay. Dude, that's from Tron. Yeah. And that man is more American than you are, Devil Flyer. So you watch your mouth.
I would have put my money on that one.
Wow. I'm in a bad host. I'm gonna kick.
Bye.
This show just got so much better.
Yeah.
I know. We just came. Oh, we're up to 13 people now.
Yes,
so.
Damn. Yeah, because you kicked yourself. Do it again. No.
It's because we have a solid patriot like Pedro.
Like Pedro, yeah.
Yeah, he's a patriot, yes.
I'm Uncle Samuel.
Uncle Samuel.
I wish I knew what that meant. Has to be a St. Reese. I don't know. Hey, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
I'm going to leave you with me, okay? Because I'm going to go get another beer, so I'm leaving myself here for a little while. I'll be right back.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think
I love Pedro.
He's so cool.
That's his icon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pedro's great, man. Everybody go.
He's
keep an eye on Pedro's stuff. Hey, Pedro is often on with on the Pontificators with Art T. Bear. Yes. He also does have these supplemental in black and white. Right, Frog. He does the. What is the name of it? Pedro, what's the name of your supplemental?
The Gingin Pedro Show is also on.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the Gingin Pedro Show. And the supplemental is called High Octane.
High Octane.
High Octane, yeah, dude. No.
Thank you, Frog. I forgot about the Gingin Pedro Show.
Yeah, the Gingin Pedro Show. Dude, High Octane is finished. They're lettering now. Art told me he was pleased. And...
I did get my Tropical Magics, Pedro. I haven't had a chance to read them yet, but they came in perfect. They're beautiful.
Awesome, dude.
Very happy.
It's a good book. It's a fun read.
Hope to enjoy it, man. Hope you enjoy it. I enjoy doing it. Tropical Magics too. It's gonna be funner.
Yeah.
Checks out.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot more action. And there's gonna be a lot more booty. Like I've noticed,
dude,
the community
those chicks
booty
in it, man.
Yeah, but there's only two. There's only two chicks.
Yeah,
now we're growing exponentially. In the
more than a dozen.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking good, bro.
Oh yeah, you draw some sexy, beautiful women, my friend.
Oh, thank
sexy
you.
Women.
Thank you. I enjoy doing it, and I do it with one hand. And
because the other was busy or what?
Big workout. That's best.
Wow.
It helps to be ambidextrous, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Right.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
now,
I'm blown away by this. Moving car.
I'm blown away by this Ink Spots page. The coloring you did on
Holy
it.
mackerel.
Oh yeah, that's the page with the Volkswagen Beetle bug. And RG drives a bug.
Oh, it looks bad.
Now that's funny because frogs normally eat bugs. But in this one, driving a bug.
Driving a bug.
Get the joke? You get it yet? I can smell it.
Do you get it?
I could smell it.
Explain it to me a little more.
Hey, my dad's here.
Hi, Dad.
Yeah.
Frog,
Hey, Dad. What's up?
Frog G.
Hey, Papa Pedro.
Faye Ryder is in love with my mom. And he wants to make love to that sweet, sweet old lady. She's like almost 80. But hey, Phil, God bless you, man. Papa, I love you.
Yeah.
Frog G, what do you think about the project so far? I mean, the coloring by ink spots, especially.
It is phenomenal. You've got great artwork by Jason, amazing color by ink spots. I couldn't ask for a better team to work on this one. They are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, it's looking just incredible.
Yeah, dude. It's very unique. A very unique and amazing, but unique art. Like that's what really like gets me out of Frog D, the production. It's just that you won't get Frog D unless you get Frog D. You know what I mean? You need to get this book.
Okay.
You need to get this book. Yeah, it wasn't anything sexual, and I know I'm not making that much sense.
Why do we need Frog G, Pedro? Why do we need Frog G?
You need Frog G because Jason is amazing. Ink spots. It's an awesome colorist. I hate him. And dude, the book is like I haven't never seen something that looks like that, dude. I'm very pleased to call these guys my friends.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I know. That's what drew me to it. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Jason, do you think that your colorist has leveled up? Because I know he's taken classes not too long ago.
Yeah, but pole dancing doesn't help.
I mean, let's be honest, he's bent those poles so much.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't get that weight.
That's why he's losing the weight. He owns so many poles.
I mean, when you go from 350 to 325, it's still, it's still dense.
Yeah, but you get ideas in your head. Like I'm slimmer.
Yeah.
I can do
I can do what I want. It's like pump the brakes. But yeah, no, Ink's amazing either which way. He's been trying different techniques and stuff, and he's always That's the thing about like Pedro, our bar, like Playboy, all the people I hang out with. We know what we can do, but we still try to learn more and try different techniques and styles and materials. Like we're always growing and always learning. So like Ink-Spots is no different. He's really good at what he does, but he still wants to try different mediums, different techniques, different things, and see what works. See what he like. We like to play, man. We're artists, so and they're coming to take us away.
I swear, that sound's not coming from my house. Okay, it's Vic.
I think that was Vic. Yeah,
it's Vic.
He's up there in Boston.
Busy day in Boston.
Frog G, it's kind of wild always to have you on because you go by Frog G, and the project's called Frog G.
Yes.
How are you going to level up for the second one? What part are you going to play in the second book that comes out after this?
Promotions again. Yeah. Help linking it around. Talk about it.
You are the link master.
Yeah, I do what I can.
Yeah.
Well, he's also booked shows whenever we can't get on. He's on. He promotes it. He knows everything there is to know about it. He's great at doing so. I've seen.
When you went to the convention, like recently, you went to a convention recently, didn't you, Jason?
I didn't go to a convention recently. I was outside of my local comic shop doing artwork.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay, well I saw you post something on Twitter where you had your banner and backdrop.
Yeah, that was outside my local comic shop in the mall. They're friends, and they have me out there. Free Comic Book Day, they'll have me out there. They also have me out during Christmas because that way I can make a little money and sell some stuff and get some business into the shop too and stuff like that.
Now, have you been promoting Frog G? I know it's not out yet, but have you been telling people about Frog G?
Yeah, dude. When I was there, people flip through it. I tell them about my artwork and say, "This is absolute. This is my old book." Okay. I currently have a book now called Frog G, and my shop has a flyer with the QR code that you can scan. With that, since I'm the one doing even if I wasn't fulfilling, I would be able to do this. If they back that, it's actually a secret perk where there's no shipping because they just pick it up at the shop because they're local. So, if you live in my area, you live near the Menor Mall, go to the Menor Mall, that was loud. And go to the Menor Mall and scan that QR code, and you can just pick your book up there. So yeah, if you live near me, yeah. And then if you live near me, come on over, hang out. You know.
What about a digital tier, Jason? No. Ever going to do a digital tier? Nope.
I mean, we can't say never. You can't say never. I don't like digital, even though it is better for me in a way because of my vision. I can zoom in and read it a lot easier. I'm a physical medium guy. And I know everybody's like, oh, they don't want to steal in it. Yeah, kind of. I know people can scan in pages or take photos and upload, whatever. But I just would rather not have that out there. I know it is easier for international backers. And it is kind of like, money out of our pocket if we don't put it up. And if people like international backers want the book, they're going to back the physical copy, even if a digital tier is there. It's there, but I would rather I'm a physical medium guy. I want it out there. I know I draw digitally sometimes, but that's different.
What about after putting it up? Like after
don't let Jason fool you. It's also the shipping cost. It's confusing.
Yeah. I know that there's some people that just can't afford that international shipping, and they only buy digital because that's all they can afford.
Well, it's like Frog was saying, with the digital, we might have to charge 45 shipping. So, I mean, we don't want to dance around those numbers with that digital tier. So,
just don't put it out. Yeah, it was suggested to me to do digital after it's been in demand for a little bit, sort of as a light add-on.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
After the book has fulfilled, and if you keep it in demand, a lot of people, some do.
Ink and I did talk about it briefly, but as of right now, like I said, we're not going to say no, never.
Right,
because maybe we will. Joke. Do you know what a joke is, Devil?
Oh, okay. I've been a bad host again. I have to kick it.
So digital's not off the table. It's not at present where we're focused at.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah,
and if we were to do digital for even book 2, obviously we put book 1 up too. You know what I mean? It's not like we would totally. Is there somebody in the? What's happened in the private chat? I can't read it. Is there somebody new, or is it?
Oh, no.
All right, just making sure. I don't know if somebody was waiting in the back or something.
No, I was just asking Pedro a question.
Okay,
I didn't want to ask.
No, you're good. You're good, Shadow. And like Frog said, it's not totally off the table. But it's just there's a lot that goes into these campaigns. So as of right now, we're not doing digital. Now, unless even after book 3, we might be like, all right, all of them are out. Let's get the digital tier out there. People can get it. And even with that, still, let's say it's $10 for one book or $20 for all 3, Frog gets a kickback. Frog gets a kickback of anything that we do related to Frog G, whether it be even a Sarnunos individual comic book, anything that's created within these pages, Frog gets a kickback from, because this project wouldn't have happened without him. So, he's doing his part. He's there. He's the main man, so to speak. So
yeah. I remember Operation Wrench.
Yeah, and that's what's funny is that you had asked Frog about, hey, the book's called Frog G, you're Frog G. That's not initially the way it was going to go. I mean, I had Operation Wrench as a placeholder when Absolute was funding, and because we just wanted to get a mailing list out, and we didn't have a title, and but Inkspot's just pitched it's hey, Frog G, it's Voodoo Scott's Magic. I'm like, dude, that's the title right there.
Yep.
So, and we asked Frog if it was cool. We didn't want to go ahead and just use his name as the title without his permission. We run things through Frog. It's not like he's just sitting in the darkness. We do run things through Frog. We run things by him. Maybe not every single page gets uploaded to him, but he sees them. He sees works in progress. He sees things. So he sees things.
I see.
I want that Frog G cereal with marshmallow lily pads.
That's what I picture it as, like Lucky Charms with lily pads.
Frog G cereal. I can
see
it.
It would be great.
Turns your milk green.
Yeah.
It would be cool, dude.
Phantom will tell you what she wants.
Tadpole.
Oh, a little tadpole.
127% of your vitamin A.
What is that?
It's fortified.
Fortified. It's got riboflavin.
That's pretty sure.
What cereal?
You remember those old commercials? It'd be like, part of this complete breakfast. They had a couple of eggs, some bacon, some toast, a glass of orange juice, and then a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, it's right.
Dude,
Most of my whole diet is cereal, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's the creep, page 6. The creep. He sees a taco truck. I got mad at the Black Panther movie because they ruined Namor. It's Namor's tacos. He's gonna grab it. He's gonna eat a bunch of tacos.
Is it no more tacos?
Namor.
No more tacos.
No more. No more tacos.
No more
You go somewhere else. We had no more tacos.
Namor. Dude, I
Wait a
hate
minute,
that
what?
movie so much.
Namor.
There you go. Wow.
Cats are scarce in their neighborhood.
Slow down.
I felt that one.
Talk slow.
Did you now?
Did you now?
Yeah, I did. Whoa.
I'm almost
Yeah, I
done.
did.
Whoa, hey, thank you.
Hey.
No.
Yeah.
I ran out of beef burger.
Beef burgers. What?
I ran out.
Go get more.
Get some beef burger.
You can drive, right?
From the store.
I can drive. I can drive.
You can drive. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
How far's the store from where you are?
Fine.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You could probably walk next door and get some.
All right. Who in the chat is in Panama? Run and get Pedro a 6-pack real quick.
Yeah.
Pedro, I'll be right there.
Get him 2 6-packs. Always got a spare.
Yeah, dude, I'm a big man.
Oh, yeah. You gotta get a 12-pack. Sorry.
Pedro's like 8'2".
Somehow
No,
I think you're going
I'm
on the
6'4".
wagon for a while.
I'm 6'4".
Close enough.
So I mean, 6'4" might be normal in the U.S., but down here, I'm a freaking engineer.
Dude, 6'4" is not normal.
Tall. Yeah, that's
No,
tall.
that's tall.
Yeah, that is tall.
That's tall.
But you know, Latin Americans have a tendency to be really short.
Yeah.
Look,
No.
I'm anywhere from 5'7" to 5'11", depending upon what convenience store I leave. So that's tall.
It's true.
That's 6'4".
Hey man,
I'm
5'6", but I draw at a 6-foot level.
There you go.
Depends how fast you're headed out the door.
Dude,
Nice.
showing
Good,
art.
man.
Everybody's showing art, and I ain't showing shit.
I ain't showing nothing. What are you
You
talking
better
about?
get with it,
That's
Pedro.
good, man.
Yeah.
That's killer, Vic.
This
I
is
love it.
Beowulf.
Buy Baywar today.
Yes, live.
Yeah, friend.
Well, not live, but it's in demand on Indiegogo.
Is this a page?
Still live.
Is that a
Yeah,
page?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It looks killer. I see Windsor Smith in there. I see freaking a little bit of Perez, a little bit of Byrne, a little bit of everybody, and of course a whole lot of Vic. Yeah.
A little bit of everybody. Just throw it in the blender.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, man.
Watch it spin around to a beautiful oblivion. Sorry.
No, go with it.
No,
Yeah.
she should apologize.
That's
It's a
good.
terrible song. Not her rendition,
yeah.
but the song
No,
sucks.
she has a nice voice. Yeah.
I wasn't knocking her voice. I was knocking the song.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
I heard that.
Such a hater.
Of terrible music. Yeah,
Yeah, terrible music. There you go.
I don't like bad music. You're right. Check this
Who
out.
does?
Exactly. Jason and I don't like Led Zeppelin, so there you
Sure,
go.
'cause they suck.
I mean, at least it wasn't Chris Cornell. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What?
Oh,
Oh my
Victor?
God. Oh.
Victor,
What? What did I
what
say?
did you say?
Welcome to the show, White Nipple.
Shut up, dog.
Why nipple?
Oh, damn.
Shut up,
Damn
dog.
it.
What?
Someone
No
got
shadow.
kicked.
Oh, he kicked himself so he did get his icon back up. You got to keep that icon.
Get it,
up.
dog.
Yeah.
That's
Get it.
not my
Get it,
dog.
pupper.
I think that's Pedro's pig.
No, that's this is like I have two dogs.
What?
It's like
Does that sound, how does that sound like a pig?
No,
I
pigs
don't.
don't bark.
I've never been down Panama.
No.
I don't know what that
That's
sounds
a
like
pig.
down there.
That's a skinny dog bark. That's
How do
Skinny
what
dog
country
bark.
do pigs bark? Like
I don't know, Jason.
what
Wow. I gotta go there.
pigs?
I'm not going there if the pigs
Double
bark
flyers
at you.
drunk.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
crazy.
Jason, I have an idea for Frog G2. Barking pigs.
Barking pigs.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure we
Yeah.
can fit
Buy
that
it.
in.
We can fit it in. We can fit it. We can
Welcome
make
I've
back,
only got
Shadow.
one question, Rex. How long did you let me sit there naked like that?
Oh, it just happened. That's why I brought it to your attention. I wouldn't hang you out to dry like that. Come on, bro.
Nah, you know what?
Yeah, but Frog G and Jason, if you're gonna do that, Frog G has to go down to Panama.
Panama.
Hang out
I
with Pedro.
knew that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Barking pigs.
Yeah, dude.
Barking
Frog G takes
pigs.
on Noriega. That would be awesome.
Then we're gonna have to pay rights to Van Halen for the
No,
song.
no.
Probably.
Dude, you know, I'm doing something in Waifus and Kaijus which I haven't seen in a comic yet, but maybe I haven't read all the comics. But there's this like very American moment with ATN Warthogs, and this guy has the lyrics of Thunderstruck.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Because that's as the warthogs in the horizon come through the kaiju, you see like ding, 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 ding. You know that.
That sounds like Reaper Destroyer.
Yeah, they do that in Reaper Destroyer. I don't know.
I don't think they do it in Reaper Destroyer. I don't think so.
No.
The band maybe, but not.
Oh yeah, but dude, everything I do sounds like Reaper Destroyer.
If you don't know the lore, Reaper Destroyer band is a
Reaper
topic.
Destroyer, yeah, we're a Mexican banda.
Him and Ink Spots and Luke.
Tuba,
yeah,
accordion, guitars, and we will make every song, any song, awesome.
It's amazing what they can do.
Quickest link I have to Reaper Destroyer. Not the same one, but you know.
Not the same one, but you know, still check it out. I also, if you back if the Destroyer tier gets up to 60 backers, there is my original artwork for the trading card will get raffled off as well.
Sweet.
As, I think you
Ooh, there you go.
So everybody go check it out. Back to Destroyer tier, get Joe up there.
Yeah.
Get him up
Already there, man.
How close is he, Jason?
I have no idea. That's not my campaign.
I knew he was going to say that. I knew he was going to say
jokes. Yeah.
I have no idea. I bet
He's
Frog G
approaching it.
does.
Jokes and jokes and jokes.
He's within 5,000.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's doable.
It's close.
Oh yeah. That's pretty close.
Spaghetti.
I like that
Listening
spaghetti
and working
monster.
on a video, so we'll be out of chat, Hen says, unless I really need to butt my nose in.
Oh, give her 5 minutes. She'll be all right.
I was gonna say,
That ain't gonna last long.
That's not gonna take too
She'll
long.
hear something.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes, huh? 5 minutes.
Well, I think Hen's already upset with me
Don't-
because I was giving her a hard time about that video, Fanta.
Oh, about her leaving me on the park bench and
Yeah,
some
she abandoned
strange
me.
dude sitting there beside me and I can't see. Yeah, it's up now on my channel. It's called
Oh my
Abandoned in Nottingham.
Oh wow.
It was funny. Hen hit me up as soon as I
Oh,
dropped
wow.
that comment, and she's like,
At
"Oh."
the British Mercy.
She
Yeah,
commented on it in all caps. It was 2 minutes, woman. And I said, I'm impaired. # blind card.
She left her sitting next to Aqualung.
He was eyeing little girls with bad intent,
On
man.
a park bench. Oh, it was not good.
Dude, you know now there's a fish biker.
Fish
There's
bunker.
The fish are riding bikes in Panama?
No,
Fish
dude, but there's
biker?
like we have the fishmonger, which was already bad, but now
Yeah.
there's 2 dudes on bikes, like pulling a cart selling fish, and they're loud too.
Oh,
I
What
thought-
do
I
they
thought-
ring little bells or something?
No, they have megaphones,
Hmm.
but really like
Oh.
shitty quality megaphones. It's like.
I thought like
They just
the,
gonna go on a fishmonger killing spree.
I thought the tuna fish were mutated and just hopping on bicycles and pedaling down the street.
That would be cool.
sounds like a
Jason.
dream
This
I
is
had.
not- this is
Barking
not-
pigs and bike riding fish. There you go.
Yeah, I gotta go to this country. Check it out.
I need to smoke some weed.
Soon the snake is gonna
Good,
throw
good
the leg.
idea.
It is a good idea. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm not anti. I don't partake. I'm not anti.
I don't. I was just
Me
talking
either.
about it. Yeah.
I don't partake,
From fish.
but I don't discriminate.
from fish riding bicycles and barking pigs, it sounds like you might want to lay off the mushrooms a little bit.
Or he needs more of them.
Or
it all depends on your perspective.
Give me more.
You know, I was talking with my girlfriend that, like, she wants to do like mushrooms, and I don't know where to get them anymore. I used to do when I was younger, but now
they grow on the ground, Pedro.
Yeah.
They grow from in cow's shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just find some cows.
That's where they grow. I mean, I'm surrounded by cows. But yeah,
fungus.
No, bro,
Yeah.
hit me up. I can tell you how to identify.
Yeah.
Tailrider's yelling from the chat. He's saying, "Let me put it in big letters so Fanta can see it." Chris Cornhole.
Oh, hell.
Brutal.
You cut me, man. You cut me deep.
Everybody picking on poor old Fanta.
You're not my friend.
Oh.
Hey, Past Master Dan. What's going on?
Hey, Past Master
Dan. Hell.
I'm kind of worried about the rooster. Haven't heard the rooster, Pedro.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, well, then that explains it. Okay.
Dinner? Oh.
Yeah,
wait.
We had 5. 3 had to go.
They snuffed the rooster, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
He snuffed the rooster.
Yeah. Now we have.
He gonna die.
Yeah,
he did die. He died.
Yeah, we
He
have.
did die.
Now we have Big Chet and Aloysius, and those the only 2.
Big Check and Aloysius?
Yeah.
Aloysius.
And Big Chet. Big Chet is a huge one.
Big Chet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Aloysius, and those are the 2 roosters now.
Aloysius, I love it.
But they learned their lesson and they're quiet, right?
Yeah, they killed the other 3 in front of them.
Yeah, it was like, oh, they fucked up, son.
It took a little while, but they learned.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, now less cock action in the barn.
You have guineas?
Nice.
Do you have guineas, Pedro?
No, I don't have.
That's
guineas.
racist.
That's racist.
Oh, Fanta.
No, it isn't.
Fanta, come on now. Let's clean this up a little bit. I know we talked about freedom of speech.
You ever notice?
Please.
You ever notice though? I had 3 guineas once.
Wow.
And the way they
At what time?
I don't know if you call it clucking or what, but they sound like they're saying butt crack. Butt
That's
crack,
a lot
butt
of
crack, butt
gabagoo.
crack.
3 guineas? That's a lot of gabagoo and
That doesn't sound like clucking. It sounds like clucking.
All I'm saying, Pedro, is those don't look like chicken bones.
Yeah, exactly.
I disavow.
Disavow completely. Exactly. This is horrible. What are we doing, guys? What are we
I
doing?
don't know, man. Them in their
Sorry, man.
CG hate speech.
Exactly.
Wow.
We're indulging. No,
Hashtag Guinea Lives Matter.
I have chicken. We had like 4 goats, but they took them away to the veterinary. Like they'll be back. 2 dogs, and we have a little lake with tilapia and shrimp. So
you're eating dogs with tilapia and shrimp?
No, we have a little
On a
lake
steak.
that has tilapia and shrimp, and there's 2 dogs, Smiley and Doggy.
You know dogs can't smile.
Oh, Smiley can't smile.
No, my dog used to smile. Yeah.
It's in the name.
He said the
teeth. Yeah, exactly. With the teeth.
It looks like they're smiling, but they're not smiling.
Oh, clearly that dog can't. It's in the name.
I guess so. I can't argue with that logic. I mean, when you say it like that, I mean, who am I?
I mean, after
I'm just a man of science.
It was an
science. Yes.
Oh, Phil Diaz works at Flynn's?
Kind of. He works at the largest arcade in the world.
Chicago, right? Yeah.
I think in the world.
But is it called Flynn's? Because I don't know.
It's not called Flynn's, no.
Yeah, I bought this like a strong paraphernalia. So I have an Encom T-shirt and the Flynn's T-shirt.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Wait, you get income from Flynn's?
Encom. Encom is the.
Oh, Encom. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, man.
Made that digitizer.
I don't sprechen Sie Deutsch. Okay.
I speak coconut English, Jason. Okay.
That didn't sound proper to me.
Thanks for rubbing it in. that English is not my first language. And neither is German.
It was German.
Damn it, he fooled me.
Hey, Irene's first language is in English, and she speaks it just fine.
Yeah, but she lives in the U.S. I live surrounded by coconuts and cats, sir.
So you should be able to speak coconut just fine.
I speak coconut.
He always sounds pretty nuts to me. So.
You got jokes here. Old man's got
Vic's
jokes.
got jokes. Vic's got dad jokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are the jokes that create character. Like that's why
people love him.
Charge. Yeah, exactly.
That's why he's the best hype man in CG.
That's best.
Heels, yeah.
Yeah. Where's Devil?
Don't know.
Probably
on a pee break.
Probably.
Is he
probably
taking
letting the dog in or out or making some coffee.
Or
he's watching those jazzercise videos.
Or he just
Sometimes he goes to the store.
It was like the 80s.
He's trying to close out a couple of those tabs.
Yeah, right.
Maybe he's running down to this local store to get a couple 6-packs for Pedro.
This
Oh,
is
that would be
yes,
awesome.
you did say it. Anyone in
That would be awesome. No, it's just like that. Like I mean, what we call summer. It's just like the dry season just kicked in, and days are beautiful, like days to be at the pool. So I've been drinking all day, and
it's
I ran out of
30
beer.
degrees here.
Sorry.
You should be. The weather is your fault.
Yeah, exactly. No, I shouldn't be rubbing in that. It's like, oh, it's perfectly pool weather down here. Whee! And you guys are freezing.
Whee!
That's how South Americans soaking up all the sunlight,
That's
man.
right.
We'll get our revenge one day.
Right?
Oh, you do. Every time we get elections down here.
Exactly.
Right? Guys, I'm gonna bounce out. So if you can check out my live stream for the auction for a benefit
dude.
for a friend
Go support
on my
this guy.
channel. So
Yeah, bro.
And a little thing called Comics Cavalcade, right?
yes, I have this coming out, Apex Comics Cavalcade, plus the Apex Comics mini comics, World War II comics I produced back in 1998.
Hey, drop your link before you go, too, bro.
I'll drop the link. $10 each or 2 for $20. I'll drop the link on the PayPal. So come
Shelby, hey,
order
what's
if
up,
you
bro?
like.
That's
Yeah.
affordable even in a Biden economy.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll put it in the chat before I go.
Yeah, Biden is turning
North
America into Latin America.
Hell, Shelby.
Yeah.
It's like a
Shelby.
Hey, what's up, Shelby? Get in
Shelby,
here, Shelby.
Shelby sold his cover, his one-piece cover, for $2,500. That's just one image.
Yeah.
You can check the screenshot. Screenshots
bro,
don't
really?
lie.
Wow.
Disclaimer: Shelby sold
big member
life
energy
right
right
actually,
there.
not just his cover. But check the screenshot. Never lies.
I was watching that
What
premiere
a
of that
tease, Jason.
before I came over here. That was amazing.
It's all Shelby.
And I guarantee you, whoever won that, it isn't just getting probably that one piece. Because
No, Shadowhawk. He was a bunch of Liefeld art that he inked over.
Dude. Oh, okay.
It looks so damn good.
Well, Shelby's a nut though, man. If you like win something in an auction, he'll send you like 10 things.
No, it was great. What he did was ridiculous. So yeah, it went to a good cause. So yeah.
Yeah. No,
What?
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't have enough money to really compete last night. I tried a little bit.
Dude, I tried. I tried on the Wayshack piece, and I don't have the money, but also they would just keep firing back, and I ended up losing anyway. So I'm like, I can't afford to keep bidding.
Yeah, I had like $100 limit, man, and everything shot up.
Mine was pretty close to that. I was like 140. That was
Yeah.
my limit. So
Dude, I had like a half-eaten corn on the cob limit.
Oh, why didn't you tell me, man? I would have tried it.
Hey, Lorenzo.
That's kind of where I'm going to start
worth a
bidding
shot.
on.
You never know, Pedro.
I'm poor, man. I'm poor. I'm poor.
I did try to give Shelby my electric scooter for some artwork, but he I guess they weren't allowed to. I actually was going to give it to Sean, and then Shelby would send me the artwork, but they said I couldn't do it. So.
Apex,
like I said,
you said
draw
earlier,
and you can put that up
your
in the art
DMs.
auction.
I didn't get anything in my DMs. Is that on Twitter that you dropped that for Iron Shadow or Apex? Apex Comics.
Your auction.
Yeah. I'm dropping. Oh, yeah. Hold up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one at a time. There we go.
Oh, was that for the auction that you were?
No, I'm gonna do. I'm dropping another link for the auction.
Yeah, drop it in the chat.
I'll do that. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You said check your DMs. I didn't know what I was supposed to be
Shelby,
looking for.
1600.
Oh yeah, hey,
Apex,
did everything go through all right with PayPal last night?
Yeah, it's great. Thanks, guys, for the support. I'm putting that aside for the production of the books. So yeah, I appreciate all the help. I really do. Thank you.
Cool.
So much. Yeah.
I do. Like Shelby saying they sold a day with me for $1,600. That's worth every penny because I dance. Okay.
That is one heck of a value.
So, yeah,
I'm not reading that one.
Time.
Generally, you can't get that for under 2,000. Just saying.
Yeah, you may get some sex too because I'm smooth like that.
Like a corn on the cob.
Yeah, corn on the cob, baby.
You can lather that up with butter.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like
Water
a
or
half-eaten
diesel.
corn on the
Good
cob.
Close your ears, Plum. Close your ears.
Oh, it's too late.
Well, oddly enough, that was the title of one of the tabs that Rec that opened in Pornhub.
Past Master Stallion says, I'm kind of hot for 6'4" Latinos.
Nice.
Damn it.
Six,
I
six,
was
nine,
getting
and
hungry.
heels.
Whoa. 6'9" in heels.
That's very true.
Generally, you got to pay more for that.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I mean that's like that movie. Like that's a
Leave
huge.
it.
Yeah.
Leave it to Shelby to up the ante on that.
Yeah.
People in Pedro's town walk around going, I'm gonna tell my kids that's Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant. Oh yeah, dude. That guy had to take dumps in the shower. Like
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
you could have obey stickers with Pedro's face on them.
Wait, where else are you supposed to do that?
Don't be shower hating. Don't be shower hating.
He's ready to shower at a moment's notice. He's
dude,
planned
like
ahead.
a portable shower. That's awesome, man. But I hate this. It's like, yeah.
What are you
What
doing?
are you doing, sir?
What is pure chaos?
Chaos.
AD.
Follow the movement, Jason.
The bowel movement.
The bowel movement. In the shower.
In the shower. I don't know where else you're supposed to go.
Exactly. You're there.
You're there. It's, I mean, what else is the drain for? I don't.
Something's about to happen.
Yeah.
So Apex is going to have an emergency art collectible auction tonight. Little short notice, but check it out later.
Yep.
Shelby says, I bring chaos.
He does.
Checks out.
I encourage it. And Shelby
Past
brings
Mr.
it.
Dan Destruction. Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys later on.
Have a good one,
Apex.
All right, Apex.
Bye, Apex.
God bless all.
Later, brother.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Giant Latino.
I was hoping to get a full panel up here again, but it's been a while. But where's Luke? Where's Luke when you need him?
Where's Shelby? Shelby should come up.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
He might be keeping the girl.
Shelby's doing his due diligence by chatting. He normally does it. He normally says, I ain't talking to Double Flyer, and he just leaves. You know? But,
it's a well-known grudge.
Yeah, that guy.
He's at least putting comments in the chat. # blessed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Crackhead Jeremy doing a night 2.
Oh, is Jeremy doing a stream?
I left before the stream. Okay.
No, I know they're doing a second day. They don't know when. They might be next month. So they Joe's gonna talk with Jeremy about it. They're gonna arrange something, put something because they got a lot more stuff to auction.
Yeah, I think I saw something about it. He said he had a bunch of extra stuff that they didn't.
Bunch of extra stuff. Plus, people are still putting up artwork, still so many things, still wanting to contribute. So
yeah.
yeah.
So hopefully I'll have more money on the next one.
Yeah.
What happened? Did dude's house burn or something?
His mother passed, so raising money to help out with financial matters. That way, it's one less burden.
Yeah. I know it can be expensive. When my stepmom died, it was my dad had to take out a bank loan.
Yeah, it's insanely expensive. So
it's even if you have, like myself, I picked out my casket years and years ago when my father was still living, and that's been almost 7 years since he passed away. So it's still doing his funeral. There's probably at least 2,500 to 3,000, even if you're prepared for additional cost on funerals. It's insane.
I plan on picking out my own body bag soon. I might decorate it, sell it on auction.
Jason plans to not die.
Yeah,
that's how I was getting around that. Yeah,
I am going to get around it that way. But
what is this, Pedro?
I plan on picking up my own can of gasoline.
This is a Cuban comedian called Jose Candelario Tres Patines.
I'm not saying that.
This guy's funny, but in Spanish. So yeah.
Okay. No,
I'm just waiting for the
Pedro.
I'm just waiting for the closed caption funny, but in Spanish.
In Spanish. It's hilarious in Spanish. You don't know what you're missing.
So if I don't speak Spanish, I'll find it funny?
Probably not. He's like a
I just want to see if Frog G can find a link for this guy.
Because he's kind of like a wordsmith. So he's
promoting.
Like
he ain't got a link.
People. Like that's
It's working.
That's his shtick.
It's his shtick.
His shtick.
His shtick.
People. Yeah.
Past Master Dan says, can't afford to live. Damn sure can't afford to die.
Ain't that the truth, man?
Yeah.
Damn.
I want to go. I want to go out like they did in Big Lebowski. Just get a coffee can.
Well, Shelby.
Make sure a nice breeze.
He was famous in the 50s, so yeah. Not only like slap. I think he punched some ladies.
What?
that was how things. Yeah, that was how things were.
With the corn. With the corn.
And you're asking me to link this?
Yeah, dude.
A left turn real quick.
Right?
Why are you asking Frog to condone?
We were
Like
talking
Ezra
violence
Miller
in
of that
comics.
time,
How about violence on TV? Or
wow.
Was he in the movies or on TV, Pedro? And should we really care?
He did a couple of movies in Mexico.
Okay.
In the 60s, but he had a show. There was like a judge, like he was always like the criminal, and he will have this dynamic with the judge and like the case. It's a funny shit. Some funny shit, but it doesn't sound funny in English.
No.
Shelby says, Jason, please tell Pedro you love him.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe that.
Why people got forced me to do things that I don't want to do? I don't tell people I love them. I show them.
XOXO.
He exposes
I expose my love. I force it upon you.
Oh my.
Yeah, like a love flasher.
Yeah.
You don't understand that, you guys have been being shipped in the chat for months.
Right. You take it and you like it.
Exactly. He does this. He flashes.
Shelby says, do it. Save comics. Do it. I need clip. I need
Dude, that's a lot of pressure.
It is.
I want the comic book industry to burn. I'm not doing it, man.
Exactly.
No, it's going down. It's going down tonight. I'm sorry. No. Sorry, I'm not sorry. You know
what? That would be very ironic. That only gay love would save comics. And it's up to us.
Purely hetero, but it's I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
I will force my love on you hetero.
Yeah, but nobody would make faces.
Yeah, that's right.
The secret is it's not enjoying it. That's the secret. The moment you enjoy it, gay. Yeah, but if you just don't enjoy
people, don't enjoy my love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Keep on a stoic face.
No. If you're enjoying it, it's not done.
And don't look back. Never.
Nope, I throw it in your face. I shove it right in you.
This?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't work. No.
There's your clip, Shelby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This took a turn, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Never look back. Okay. You
Always
want to keep being a
Don't turn
man.
around. Get
Don't turn
commissaires
around.
in town.
Return to salt.
That
Right.
puts a new twist
So
on.
don't turn around.
Yeah, don't turn around.
That puts a new twist on spin the bottle, doesn't it, Plum?
Ooh.
Every now and then I get it. XOXO from Jason.
Hey, we got an Amanda B in the house. Hey,
Amanda
B.
Amanda, you're back.
Are you off vacation, Amanda? Because she went to Disney World.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She has to
The land of the mouse.
Go to
She's scared
Universal
at the eye
next
of
time.
evil.
You poor girl. You've been abused by the mouse for a week.
You paid like
Go to
15 bucks for a
Universal.
turkey leg. Yeah, it's just.
Mm.
Is it 15 bucks or like
They're
50?
I mean, I've been told they're big. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I had one. Once
That's
there
what
was
she
like
said.
a Live Aid game to Latin America. Like, okay, we need like 4 blind kids or any like disabled kids to go to the Disney one, and I like limped, so I got a ticket, and I went to Disney
Pedro's up
World.
there with his sunglasses on doing a Stevie Wonder impersonation.
He said I limped and got a ticket.
Yeah, and then they gave me a giant turkey leg, but it was like $8, and I found it like hella expensive. But
That
that
is
should be like
expensive.
that gotta be like triple that now in those parks after J.
Oh yeah.
If you'd had that corn cob, you could have maybe made a trade.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that's good. Corn down here is good. It's not like transgenic corn. You know,
Right,
like,
right.
It's
Now,
really nice.
do they actually cook it in the shuck with the little pepper and salt and butter?
Okay, the way they do it, we grill it.
Oh yeah,
with butter.
yeah.
With butter, and then we just put salt on top of it. Like,
How do you grill butter?
What's that?
They grow butter, man. Don't judge
How
it.
do you grow butter? Well, you grab milk and you churn it, and you dress like
Bro, how do you grill it?
You just
dress
take
like a girl from the
butter,
Netherlands,
Get
and you
metal
churn
rod,
it.
you shove it in there.
Yeah. You have to wear a bonnet when you do that.
I'm just no. If you I'm confused. How do you grill it? I mean, just throw it on the grill. It just melts through, doesn't it?
No. The thing is, like, it's like you have it melted already, and you just like
Oh,
brush it on
okay.
it.
So you're not grilling the butter itself.
No.
Okay.
We're grilling the corn on the cab.
The corn on the cab.
On the
cab. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, you know that's why Mexicans
That's uber cool.
don't grill, right? Because the beans keep falling through.
Oh yeah, dude. Like beans. Yeah. A Mexican grill has to be.
That's racist.
I know. That's horrible. I'm sorry.
No, the thing is, like if you do refried beans, then it's a paste. So basically, you'll grill the tortilla.
I love
the tortilla. You grill the tortilla. And then
Shelby says that's a sick shirt, Pedro. I got one
yeah.
similar, but it hasn't fit since COVID-19 weight kicking.
Oh yeah, dude, you gotta get rid of that, Shelby.
No, it's because Shelby's been hitting the gym and he's getting buff. He's getting buff, man. So it just don't fit him no more. He's shredded.
He's shredded. He's a beast.
He's a monster.
He's swole.
He drinks Monster and he is a monster. So
yeah.
No.
You know,
Shelby.
He's a monster.
Oh yeah, dude. That's what happened to Benny Hill. Right.
Oh, dude, that was just bad.
Yeah, it's going to be Swolby Robertson.
Swolby. Yeah.
Jordy Robertson. Wow.
Nice one.
Damn.
How tall is Shelby? Like, I don't know. Like, is he short?
No, Shelby's like 6'2".
Yeah. So why would be
6'8".
Jordy?
6'1".
6'1"?
I don't know. He's
a 6-footer.
He's in the jet.
Okay.
I've never met the man
He's
personally.
fairly tall.
He's at least 9'2" on streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Art wise, yes.
Shinobi Sasquatch confirmed.
Yeah. You can tell easily when he's sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pedro, what you got going on with your animation world? I mean,
okay. So right now I finished Boots and Heels, the trailer. I'm working.
Oh, you did? Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's Camel
I'm
Moon's
working-
project.
Yeah, I'm working on an animation for Hojo at the moment.
Oh,
And
cool. He's in the chat here.
Yeah. And dude, it's like a really long lip sync. And dude, I haven't done that in years, and I'm having a lot of fun, and it's looking really good. So I'm happy.
Oh, sweet.
Awesome.
And for next year, animation wise, well, dude, people are lining up to work with me, which is nice.
Now with Hojo, do we have a name to that project yet, or that you can tell us?
The Mythicals.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing a section of the trailer, not like the entire trailer. It's like around 17 seconds of animation, rounded up to 20 because there's a prior scene I have to make. But yeah, it's looking really good. Like I'm doing a whole like sales pitch dialogue.
Now, I know you're a busy guy, but when I need an update on my trailer, will you be available?
Dude, hit me up, and I'll squeeze you into the schedule.
Okay, all right.
This is no moment to be talking about business, Rex, because I'm drunk and I'm not going to remember this shit. But I meant what I said.
Yeah. Okay. Shelby says, "What's Jason drawing? Be more like Vic, Jason."
You want me to be that good? I can't do that.
I thought you said Big Mignona. His post is the ding ding.
Shelby, I mean, but actually, I should just be eating some like Nutter Butters or something. I want to be like Shelby.
What's a Nutter Butter?
I want to.
I just had a Nutty Buddy.
No, not Nutty Buddy. Nutter Butter, which is like it's like cookie.
Nutter Butter peanut butter sandwich cookie.
Oh, the peanut shaped cookie. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Those are awesome. Those are my favorite.
But Nutter Butter sounds like you came on someone's back.
You can't find them everywhere.
I know.
They're getting harder and harder to find, at least around here.
I know Pedro. I know Shelby has a few of them. You could always hit him up. He'll send them to you. Just buy some artwork.
All right, Shelby, send me some Nutter Butters then.
You gotta buy.
Now those are the actual peanut butter cookies, right? That's not like the little squares you break off and they're full.
No, it looks like a peanut. It looks like
no, they look like they look like an actual.
Not a Nutty Buddy, a Nutter Butter peanut butter sandwich cookie.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, is that a Nutty Buddy that has like the squares that you break off?
No, it's not a Nutty Buddy at all. It's a Nutter Butter.
A Nutty Buddy.
I got the cookie part, but I'm trying to figure out what the squares are called.
You're talking still. A Nutty Buddy is like a longer stick with wafers in it and peanut butter covered in chocolate. That's a Nutty Buddy. That's what that is. The long stick, chocolate over it, and wafers and peanut butter. All right. Everybody clear now what a Nutty Buddy is? Do we need another class education?
No.
I think we need to get rid of the first one. But
what?
Nutty Buddy, Nutter Butter. That sounds like very dirty sex to me. All of it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can add them to that if you want. But,
but Pedro, have you had a funny bone?
Is that like a Portuguese breakfast or a dirty Sanchez or what? I don't know. What's a funny bone, man?
It's a chocolate Twinkie. It's a chocolate Twinkie with chocolate coating with peanut butter inside.
No, I've never
even heard of it.
I think I've tried one of those.
That's some Bostonian something there.
They're made by Drake's. Funny bones.
Never heard of them.
Hicksville says funny bones are good.
You'd have to make like a huge like Amazon candy buying spree. Because goddamn, like all we have here is like caramel and sugar, and
rum. You've got plenty of rum.
Yeah,
I know, like we have our sweets, but they're like very like Latino sweets, like rumba, that. It's like, but you guys talk about all this candy.
Yeah, like your sweetbreads really aren't too sweet as far as American taste are concerned.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
they're not.
It's real mild.
There used to be Dunkin' coffee. That's what those sweetbreads are for. So that's why they can't be that sweet. If you put sugar in your coffee and then you dunk it, and it's just like an overload of sweetness. And and
JB wants to know, Pedro, if you've ate a Space Dock candy bar.
Space Dock, that's like two dicks coming together. What's
I was going to say,
dock?
Pedro has a no docking policy, I've heard.
Yeah, exactly.
So no, he hasn't had that.
No. What's a space dock?
That's exactly what he's getting at, Pedro. You were right on the money.
You don't want to know. Yeah.
I'm afraid to Google it.
No, trust Google at all times.
You don't want that on your search history.
Google will never steer you wrong, dude. Do it.
Am I going to make a list?
Do it.
Am I going to make a list if I Google it?
No. You'll be okay. It's fine.
Save comics, Pedro. Do it.
No. Don't type anything after it.
Okay.
Or Urban Dictionary it, bro.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
Candy bar.
No, you put candy bar in. Why are you doing that?
Oh, no, yeah. No dicks allowed. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Oh, poor Pedro.
It's okay, Pedro.
Wow, it's very
Past Master Dan clarifies it and says Space Dock is where they make Nutty Buddies.
Oh no.
That checks out.
No, I've never had a Space Dock candy bar, man.
Yeah, it checks out.
Okay, I feel...
Shelby says, I like to follow eating 36 Nutty Butters. Nutty Butters?
Don't
you made
Shelby.
that up.
With a nice Mississippi bird bath.
He didn't make nothing up. Shelby's
No, we do have Nutter Butters down here. They're not big though.
I don't know what a Mississippi bird bath is, and I'm not.
What is the bird bath thing? I don't want to know because last time I asked the question, it was disgusting. The answer was awful.
I was scared to look it up.
Just like when you go to the wedding, don't catch the bukkake.
You don't want that on your search history.
No,
You
really didn't know what that was?
Is that like
I didn't. I really didn't.
Is that like a Cleveland steamer? What are we talking about here?
I think so, dude. That's a Mississippi bird bath. I don't know. I've never heard it before, but it worries.
Like a Boston pancake?
No, it's fine. Pedro, Google it. Just Google it.
Yeah,
sure,
rusty trombone. What are we
Google
talking
it.
about?
You already Googled everything else. Just Google it. You'll be
okay.
You'll be fine.
What's it
with
called
that.
again?
It's only logical for you to do this.
What is it called again?
Mississippi what?
Bird bath.
Bird bath.
Bird bath.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you spell Mississippi right.
Oh!
Why are we traumatizing Pedro? Why are we
What
doing
is it, Pedro?
What has Pedro done to us?
It's a bowl with birds in it. What is it?
Totally unexpected.
I can't look away.
He turned his light off. I don't know what that is, either.
Pedro does.
I thought he was going to cling to the ceiling there for a minute.
That was great.
Dude, and there's several instances of bird feeding
gold.
Wow.
Pure gold.
Okay.
He's just like, I'm not Googling anything else.
Nope.
Twice bitten, twice
But think about this, Pedro. Think about this. You won't remember tomorrow. So
no, I will remember this.
Oh, okay. Well, drink
You
more.
don't
That means you
forget
just
that
need to
kid.
drink some more.
You don't forget that kind of shit, man.
You can forget anything with enough narcotics.
Nah, dude. Like I remember, I was with this girl in Colombia. She was a saint, and the first time, like we went out, she asked me if I knew the British bow tie, and I asked, "What's the British bow tie?" And she showed me.
He didn't have to pay extra or nothing.
Nope.
No, she wasn't a working
All
girl.
in and around his face.
She was a classmate, innocent, angelical looking, and then she did the British bow tie.
No, she wasn't a working girl.
No, she wasn't a working girl. Oh, dude, it was just, I lost faith in the world.
Stories
She was working her way through college.
Was she even British? Was she even
We
British?
all know this stuff.
No, the move is called the British bow tie.
Ah, okay.
She showed him.
She showed me.
She showed you, huh?
Yeah.
Can Pedro read
And
the Urban
Pedro,
Dictionary meaning to save comics?
You want me
Does
to
comics
read that?
need saving?
Yeah.
I thought
By
comics
Pedro.
were
Need to.
booming.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Just because.
Comics aren't booming. Here's
Okay,
the
so
link, Pedro.
birth baiting. To choke on a large member until it becomes turgid, and ultimately spurts onto one's mouth. This act is then followed by the regurgitation into another guy's mouth. Hey, bro. You want to do some birth baiting? No homo?
That's snowballing. Yeah, I've
That's
heard of
more
that.
than I ever
That's
wanted to know.
disgusting, is what that is.
That's
Yeah.
why Lola gets a lot of flack for her Twitter handle because she's the CG snowballer.
Oh God!
But
Oh,
no,
no,
not because of that though. She named it something different from something different.
Right.
think
Well,
it
I
was
didn't
Charlotte's
think about
Web.
it that way.
That's
I mean,
definitely
I
different.
know Lola. I don't.
I'm not linking any of that.
I'm just saying no because I don't want to think of that.
Good for you. Good for
You're
you.
welcome, Shelby. You're welcome.
Good for
God.
you.
Ow. Where have
It's
we gone?
Lola.
Frog's no
Everyone
dummy.
loves Lola. I love Lola.
Not linking any of that.
No.
It usually happens at a wedding after somebody's caught the bukkake.
Yeah.
So why
Once you
does
catch-
Lola
you catch
use
it.
that? What is the
Ow.
origin of her using
I just said
Snowball?
it's from Charlotte's. I think it's from Charlotte's Web.
Oh,
Snowball
okay.
is one of the animals in Charlotte's Web, and so she just likes the animal, the pig. I think there's a pig. I can't remember. I know it's not the pig, but
I'm trying to
yeah,
remember.
I think it's from Charlotte's Web.
Hen says this conversation is very, very distracting. How am I meant to make my video?
Yeah,
Hey, it's
Put
not
it
our
on
problem,
mute,
man.
Hen.
that's a conundrum.
Told ya.
I told you she wouldn't be able to stay out of here too long.
Well,
Nope.
and this is without ink spots. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Imagine
yeah.
with ink.
That's true.
Am I being the ink spots
Anyway.
of this show?
Where's Billy? Oh,
yes, Pedro.
I miss
damn it.
Billy.
It's okay. Somebody, at least you don't look like him. You know, I mean, you're a lot more handsome and thinner. Yeah.
I know. No, I don't know. Ink spots is a lot of a person.
He's a big boy.
A lot.
He's a big boy. It's a lot.
A lot.
There's a lot to love about ink spots. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Poor
Yeah.
thing.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
No,
mean
dude,
that.
he's losing weight. He's doing awesome. Just stay away from
Don't
the
feel
phone.
sorry for ink spots. What did I hear?
Yeah.
Poor ink. No, poor
Yeah.
ink him. All right. Oh, I almost died. Whatever. Man up. All right.
Not on Jason's watch.
Yeah. Come on, son. Can't count how many times I almost died. I'm still here.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
hear me complaining about it every day on Twitter?
That doesn't make him special.
No. What does he think he is special? Because he sounds like a prepubescent boy? No.
A prepubescent
Man up, Ink.
German Mexican boy. Dude, that's a weird mix.
A German Mexican boy.
That's what he is, right? He like I have a Mexican family and
Oh, Ink? Yeah, Ink's part German.
Ooh,
and
let
part
me write that down. That's going to be
Hispanic.
my next book.
yeah, German Mexican boy. Strudel tacos. Yeah, like that would be awesome.
Sauerkraut on his tacos.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh,
Mm.
wow.
Later, Hosen.
Later,
Oddly enough,
Lederhosen.
Oddly enough, that's what John Dillard is. He's
Yeah, dude.
John Dillard's
Yep.
Mexican and German.
Yeah.
What?
Oh wow, it's not that.
Yeah,
Is he related to Ink Spots?
maybe.
Dude, storm mariachi. Like it's like stormtroopers and mariachis, and there's just like mariachi hitmen or like
I
a
like
team.
Is this a new comic coming out? I want to buy it.
If he had a little British in there, he could eat some spotted dick.
Spotted dick. No, that would be one of the bad guys.
I've had spotted dick.
Spotted
I bet
dick.
you have.
Mm. Yeah, she went to England. She was presented with some spotted
Yeah,
dick.
what I
Right.
said.
Yeah.
What'd you
I
think I was
did.
talking about?
Yeah, nice. Did you have
It was
bangers and
like
mash?
cinnamon raisin bread, is what it was like,
That's exactly what that is. Did
with
you have
some
bangers?
nasty ass runny custard. Ugh.
Yeah.
Their custard is not like our custard.
Oh.
Hey, for the wrecking hand, I like spotted dick. I like the dessert.
Don't diss our spotted
Spotted
dick.
dick, striped dick.
I like mushy peas a lot too, dude. Like I wasn't expecting that to be that good.
Isn't that just like raisins or whatever in it though?
What mushy peas?
Nope.
Mushy
Tried those.
peas?
That's a pass. Just
I
go
like
throw
them.
that right in the trash.
I like them, dude. It's like buttery and like. Well, you have to like peas.
I like peas. Those
I
were
like
terrible.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Wow. Okay.
I tried, what was it?
What's
Marmite?
Oh, Marmite. Yeah.
Oh,
They
no.
can miss me with that one. They can miss me with that one.
Yeah, Vegemite. Yeah, Vegemite's horrible too.
Yeah. Vegemite, but
That-
that's like the Australian version, right?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
nasty, dude. Yeah, it's horrible.
Australians, Vegemite, and the other parts are Marmite.
I mean, I
and
guess
it was
you
terrible.
grow up on it. Maybe you develop a taste for it or whatever. I don't know, but
No.
it's like, it's just bad.
Vegemite.
It was horrible. That and their pickled onions. Ugh.
I don't know. I like them in a Gibson.
I like a pickled onion if it's like the little baby onions.
Yeah, the baby
in a
onions.
martini. Yeah.
Yeah, the little
That's
round
what the
ones,
Gibson.
but
Yeah.
their pickling is way stronger than ours.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like their mustard is way more vinegary.
Spicier. Yeah, and spicy.
Okay.
Pungent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they go very heavy on the vinegar side.
Uh-huh.
It's the only spice they have.
It's
I did not say that, Hen.
Throwing it down.
I did not say
But I
that.
don't know, dude. Like people like
Damn.
this, the benefits of vinegar. Like Roman soldiers didn't drink water because they'll get like the runs. So they would drink a drink called posca, which is made out of vinegar.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to keep you hydrated. It's like vinegar and wine or something. Yeah, I tried it. I hate it. I hate it.
Ew.
How about apple cider?
Apple cider.
Apple cider only if you're sick or very, very old.
What about Dickens cider?
You're sick or very old.
Yeah, you can have like apple cider vinegar.
Pedro
If
is
not,
prejudiced against apple cider, man.
yeah, that's just no, dude. I didn't come to this work to suffer. So no apple cider.
Vic must have sent him a message because he's saying, Victor. I didn't hear Vic say anything.
No, it's because he said that vinegar was the only spice they have for seasoning.
Checks out. I googled it.
Did they sprinkle it like this?
Dude, that's like.
How do you sprinkle vinegar?
Oh, you put your hand and you just.
More of a vinegary coleslaw on hickory smoked.
Sorry.
On hickory smoked barbecue. Oh, it's the best.
When you were in England, Santo, was the malt vinegar actually a thing, or is that just like some bullshit that Long John Silver's made up?
I have no idea.
No, malt vinegar is a thing.
On
that's
fish
for
and
their
chips?
fish and chips.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, because I
had to buy tartar
I like
sauce
that.
from the store. There's chip
Oh,
shops,
tartar
they
sauce
didn't even
is
have
horrible.
I know they don't even know what tartar sauce is over there. It's like what?
it. They have it. It's just
No one should ever ingest tartar
They
sauce.
don't use it for fish though. They use it for like I don't know what the hell they use it for, but not for fish.
Chocolate.
What about pickle relish? What about relish?
That's just diced up pickles, dude. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
yeah. I
With a little
don't
bit of
think I
sugar.
had any of theirs. I had Yorkshire puddings, toad in the hole Yorkshire puddings.
And
Which
you
is
also
just
tried
sausages.
you also tried haggis.
Unaffiliated.
Oh, haggis is amazing, and blood pudding. Oh
Yeah,
my
but
god.
That's like a lot of organ meat, right? Haggis.
Yeah.
I had it deep fried and I was very, very drunk. So I don't remember.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
so good.
I like most organ meat though. So
Mhm.
Blood pudding's good too.
Phrasing. Definitely phrasing.
Definitely phrasing.
You're all freaks. I love organ
I like
meat.
me some
Oh, get
organ
out of
meat.
here.
I love organ meat.
Organ meat. That's what I like. I like organ meat inside.
Come on down for a visit, Vic. We'll go camping.
Especially that girthy organ meat.
Bring your own organ meat.
Oh, Rex.
It's a kidney night. Be prepared.
I bet you Vic got a big, nice fat liver on him.
Now, Jason, this just for clarification, the little name tag says Bar, but that's not Matt Bar.
No,
right?
No, Matt Barr's not a chubby fellow. You've seen him; he's a fit, trim,
right. But I mean, that's not
an
an allusion to him, is it?
And we're not putting ink spots in there. That's not ink.
That's not ink either.
That's
that man's a lot skinnier than ink.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, if you backed Absolute Book 1 and 2, you'll know the reference.
Right. Okay, so what you're saying is the big black guy with the frog tattooed on his head is Frog G before he's turned, right?
Yes. Yeah. Frog G's a big black dude.
That's Jeremiah.
Kinda like a me.
Jeremiah.
That's Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeremiah was a bull reference.
That's the joke.
That is the joke.
And that is Plagle's towing business.
Yeah.
It's called Plagle's.
Haggis is good, Death Pusher says.
Ken
says, right, back to work, stop dissing British food.
Stuff.
Go make your video.
Not only food, just everything in general. Don't mix with the beef eater.
Just so you know, I'm still kind of upset with you for the abandonment of Fanta. This is unacceptable.
Yeah, disavow your abandonment.
Your 2 minute abandonment.
I never abandoned Fanta.
Oh yeah,
I would never do that. I'd tie her up, keep her in the closet, little duct tape goes
left her sitting there next to
As you do.
As you do.
As you do when love's involved,
that's what you do.
As Jason was saying about that, duct tape is silver.
Chris Cornell
Silence.
tunes in to calm me down. There you go.
Hanging upside down.
Like I said, I force my love. That's what I do. Forceful.
Force my love.
Like a jackhammer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like a jackhammer.
Hard.
Manly.
Hard.
Manly
Pedro's new album coming.
Exactly.
Jackhammer.
Forced Love by Jack.
Driven right into it.
It's
right.
Driven. As a
plug it in, you plug it right in, and you just go to town.
Yeah. And you just accept it.
You break it up. You break it. That's what you do.
Yeah, if you're getting Jason's love, you accept it.
You accept everything you get, and you like it.
Do. Okay?
Even if you don't, you like it.
Are you blushing yet, Plum?
You're stuck, so
Are
you better
blushing yet?
enjoy it. Yeah.
Am I blushing? No.
I'm
intrigued.
So look at that picture. She's not blushing at all.
Talking about Jason forced jackhammer love.
It's just
in the closet. Yeah.
It's very
in the closet.
Turgent. It's very turgent.
Tied up. That's right.
No,
this is with everyone. This is with everyone.
Everybody. I won't be lonely in the closet.
Nope.
Kung Fu grip love.
I got nothing. I'm not
Kung
saying
Fu
a thing.
grip love.
Yeah.
I'm not saying a thing.
Choke it like a chicken. Just
right.
That could be misconstrued, Pedro. You stop.
No. That's correct.
Yeah, you grab it and
squeeze. Really, you squeeze it.
Yeah.
I learned what a devil's handshake was. Do you know what that is?
A dimple.
Sounds right up Rex's alley. I don't know.
Devil's handshake. It's pretty much what Pedro was describing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The devil's a good man.
So the devil's handshake. When you greet your friend, instead of hugging, shaking hands, or fist bumping,
choke them.
You quickly reach for their butt. Insert your finger directly into their anus, gripping your thumb around one cheek and shake. While a prank, it's actually a gesture of great closeness and intimacy.
Checks out.
Sounds legit.
It checks out.
Thank you, Fanta.
You're welcome.
You whisper in their ear, I love you.
I love you.
You mean so much to me. This is real love. Yeah.
Or am I
Hmm.
dreaming? Oh my
Yes,
God.
you will believe that Pedro can blush.
Oh yeah. I just turned purple, sir, but I do blush.
That's
He
lack of
he
oxygen.
was getting the devil's handshake.
Right now.
Yep.
And both of my hands are here.
Yep. He's not the devil, so
That's talent.
It is the devil.
It's the devil's due diligence.
To shake your hand, to give you a handshake.
Frog G is all ages, by the way.
Yeah, all ages.
Oh my God, dude. I'm
You
sorry.
know, I never really considered that till Don Chin. I was on his show and he asked me what, he always asks that question, what age is that for? I never really kind of considered it. I'm just kind of doing my thing, making comics. But yeah, I guess you need to have a rating on it.
But once again, it takes us back to the conversation earlier. Like, as an adult backing this, I'm going to read it first before I give it to my kid, no matter what.
Right.
Unless it's like even Dora the Explorer. I don't know. Even then, you should probably check it out with the way everything's going today.
Especially
yeah,
especially
now. So it like I say, I even tell everybody on stream though, it's Hellboy meets Spider-Man. It's the creatures and fantasy of like Hellboy, but with the same kind of content and adult kid-like stuff of Spider-Man. Now it doesn't get any harder than maybe Spider-Man's Torment with Todd McFarlane. Even that's a little heavy and brutal, but it's like there's still violence in it, but it's not violent violence, if you know what I mean. So
while I have you on here, Jason, there's a question I always like to ask. And back when you and I were kids,
just a tip.
I know you're
sorry, go ahead.
Put that in the private chat, damn it.
I'm sorry.
When I know you're younger than I am, but you're not that young. You can remember spinner racks, going to the grocery store, going to the pharmacies, seeing book racks with comics. Kids can't find that nowadays. They're not exposed. The direct market killed that in the early 80s and throughout the 80s. I mean, it was already down to like 10% of the run by like 89, 90. So, and this is a question for Frog G too. And whoever wants to field it, but how do we change that to where kids can experience something like that just out of is it marketing? Is it like key marketing we've got to get more people reading. We've got to get more and it's kind of an argument about kids are reading, but they're reading more manga. So how is that?
Because it's more appealing is why. The manga's it's more appealing because it's not trying to shove the narrative that seems to be the predominant one of the big two right now. So it's also wider available. So if it's selling more, it has stuff that's more appealing to them. That's the market we need to go to. So we just make stuff.
Where are they finding that? Just in comic shops? Pretty much?
Bookstores.
Or do they distribute differently?
Bookstores.
Like
Barnes
like Barnes and Noble. Yeah.
Guys, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Unapologetically violent comics. That's one of the main draws of manga.
Yeah. Dude, I have a very kooky idea, man. I have a very kooky idea.
Isn't that what the boys did?
They got a wide range besides.
Boys isn't a kid's book, though. Well, here's Pedro.
Okay. So basically, kids are playing more video games than anything nowadays. Right. So let's not hit AAA because that's a woke, dystopia. Let's hit up and coming games or like doing platformers and make joint ventures. Like, hey, if you buy this video game, you get a book.
Well, and that's something that should have been done with like even the movies, like Marvel Comics movies. Like they should have promoted it. Like, hey, you get a silly comic, with that like every $20 or a movie.
But that's the thing, Jason. Like, for example, like we offer tiers with our campaigns. we can start talking with guys who are like mid-tier video game makers who would love a concept like this. Like, dude, don't you want to see like the story of your video game in comic book form?
Yeah,
and
it would.
There's a campaign doing that right now.
There is a campaign, and also it would have to be in your IP campaign itself. Like I know that Cat tried to do the one with Cyberfrog and Jawbreakers and stuff.
Yeah.
The problem was a lot of IPs, and it just you had to let. So I don't think it hit as it resonated as well with everybody.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you know, it's not that they make a game of our IPs. It's that we make a comic book of their IPs.
Oh, there you go.
So within that marketing of the video game that has a market that we're not hitting, then we put our books in.
Well, and you're right though. That's kind of where you have to try to get is the kids that are because they're playing video games.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
That's kind of a avenue where you have to kind of get to people to get interested in things. I don't want to have this, I'm trying to phrase things.
Okay.
So
for example, I'll put an example. Like for example, you talk with the guys who make Mystical Ninja Goemon, for example. I mean, that's Konami. That's huge. So
this is an example. But yeah,
it's an example. So let's just say that a CG artist makes a Mystical Ninja Goemon comic that it's a companion to the video game, right? So yeah, it's a whole other world. You might have to bite the bullet in the rates or whatever. Or you say, okay, I need this much to make your comic. But when you put his comic, you piggyback your CG books into their campaigns, and that way, it's not like the kid's like, okay, I love this game. Let's read the comic book. He already read a comic book. We might grab like 1 out of 20. But it's like, dude, reading comic books is really cool. So that's how you expand the market. But there's a lot of work to be done. And I'm running out of clever things to say because I'm high and drunk. So.
No, but I mean, you're not wrong. And maybe that like it's a good example of how to do it. And there's also other ways to go about it. But you got to tap into the modern audience, and the modern audiences aren't in comics. The modern audiences are in movies, games. They're on they're on TikTok, like you name it. And I can't sell books through TikTok, but I could sell myself through TikTok.
Exactly.
My art, like promote myself in that regard.
And you, sir, are an easy sell.
Okay? I am easy, but yeah, I'm very easy.
I was waiting for the comment about Ink selling himself on TikTok, but
we want to get money, dude, not lose money.
Exactly. And Ink has no, decorum, so.
He's not here to defend himself either.
No, he's not. That's why I rib on him.
Yeah, exactly.
I rib on him when he is here. So
that's true.
I mean, he would say the same thing.
So everybody check out Ink's OnlyFans. It's
oh yeah, dude.
It's all ukulele songs.
Ink's only fan.
It's all ukulele songs.
He's only got one.
Just one fan.
No, but it's really like to get new, fresh readers, like young readers and like to get that get that back. It's tough because of the way things went. With electronics and the new digital age, and even antisocial behavior, even then people aren't going out. And like you were saying, Devil, things were more accessible if you walk into a convenience store, dude. And way back then, they even had Playboys. They were wrapped in like the plastic. You had to rip it open, but they were they weren't behind the counter. They were just there.
But Jason, like your point has a little hole in it because that's not stopping people from reading manga, and youngins are reading manga too.
Right, and they're gonna, but that's where we need to step up and make quality books too.
Yeah, exactly. Make quality books, but we need to be. We have to be really clever with our marketing.
And
what American comic books mean right now is, that's for collectors or that's for older people.
What we also need is the big two to get back to being good again, because people know Spider-Man, they know Superman, they know they know these characters. So if they read these characters, like, these are really cool, and then like, these other guys are making books too that aren't in this.
Dude, they've killed
big guys.
I would allow them to die because we have no control over the big two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't. But
we don't.
We want them to be good again because we love those characters.
It would be nice.
But
it would be nice, but they're more concerned about counting like peepees and vaginas and keep the perfect ratio.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to die out to get reborn almost.
the other thing that that manga has right now too is that um, even though it's been part of the American market for a long time in various forms, but like the digest form has been around for like probably about 20 years, and it really took like about 10 years for it to get to the point where it's at now, and it's been king for almost 10 years. You know? And the reason being though is that they have like 40 years of material that that they could just pump out like crazy. All these volumes are done years ahead of time. They've already been put out in Japan. They came out in little segments, chapters in their shonen and in their manga magazines and stuff like that. And now they're all collected together, so a kid can just walk up and get an entire story, beginning to end, right then and there, right? And it's easy for them. It's kind of like the same mentality with us adults with the binge watching, you know, like, and I hate to admit it because I love to binge watch. When I come across these new shows like Tulsa King that just came out, I caught up on the first 4 issues or first 4 episodes, but then I was like frustrated. Like now I got to wait another week for the next one to come out. I'm pissed.
Yeah. We live in an age of instant gratification.
Tulsa King is on Peacock.
Well, I need to take care of something that is not instant gratification. I have to go like finish cooking dinner.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get going soon too because it's 8:30 at night.
Yep.
All right, later, Frog.
All right, later, guys.
Later.
Hail the mighty
Frog.
Frog. Everyone.
Take care, buddy.
There he goes.
Follow Frog on Twitter.
Yeah, follow Frog on Twitter. He's a good dude.
Yep. And following, we've been beating inks.
No, follow Ink Spots. He's my evil robot on Twitter. And you can just type in Ink Spots. I'm sure he'll probably come up. And also follow him on YouTube. I think it's Ink Spots on YouTube.
And then
Ink Spots
and then you two at home can rag on him.
Yeah, it's easy to do. He's a big target. But
he's hard to miss. Yeah,
let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Most of us are hard to miss at this stage of the game. You know,
true. But yeah, no, everybody go follow Ink because he does post artwork on Twitter. He'll post it like he's doing his practice paintings and stuff. They're gorgeous. He's great work, great talent. Everybody go follow. Yeah. And Devil, are you back yet? Because I'm gonna have to get going, man. It's late and I'm hungry.
Yeah, he's not back yet.
Not back yet.
Not back yet.
How is it I've been on his stream longer than he has?
Well, yeah. There he is.
You know what?
There he is.
Here. That's why I'm here. That's right.
I had to get a refill. Sorry.
No, you're all right. It's just I'm gonna have to get going, man. It's 8:30 at night, and I want to eat dinner.
Yeah, I need to eat something too.
Yeah, I appreciate.
I don't want to sound like a stereotype, but I'm having some chicken.
That's okay, man. So am I. You know. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Frog G.
When you say it.
Yeah, Frog had to bow out. He
had to bounce. He had to hop out.
Dinner.
Yeah. That's what frogs do. Yeah.
Like I said, it's late.
What's for dinner, Jason? What are you gonna have?
I guess KFC. It's up there.
There you go.
I had a McChicken earlier.
That's funny because I and Shadowhawk had a discussion, I think last night about KFC.
Yeah, I had Popeyes last night. Yeah.
Well, I try not to eat it as much as very high in sodium. It's salty.
I enjoy it, but Shadowhawk can't have it anymore.
Yeah,
it isn't the healthiest.
They changed the oil, he says.
I had a delicious chicken salad for lunch, so I eat healthy for lunch.
Yeah, but that wears off, doesn't it?
Well, it's not that. It's just like I kind of balance it out. I had a salad. I can have it.
Oh yeah,
and you work out too. So
I like I said, I was sick, so I wasn't able to work out Wednesday or Friday. But we're going back to the gym Monday.
Awesome.
So yeah, and we work out. My 14-year-old nephew goes with me, and we were there for about an hour, usually on Monday and Wednesdays, and I work out in the garage on Fridays for like half hour, 45 minutes, just doing bench presses and free weights and stuff. But
shit,
well, that's good, brother, man. Just
you gotta pick stuff up. Well, the thing is, it isn't my muscles really as much as my ligaments that I gotta watch out for. Because you're getting older and the ligaments go.
You get like huge ligaments.
But it's
no. It's just they wear on you. You get huge muscles, but your ligaments tend to go, my friend.
Look at the ligaments on that guy.
I like those ligaments. Yeah.
You need to work on your mobility, man.
Well, thank you, Jason, for coming in.
Yeah, no, thank you for having us, man. I really appreciate it. Everybody go check out Frog G. You got amazing talents on the whole campaign, and it's a fun book. Check it out. If you have any questions, hit us up. And we love you. Yeah. So have a good night, everybody. Pedro, Fanta, Vic, Shadowhawk, Devil.
Bye, Jason.
Thank you all.
Yes, Jason. Always a pleasure to speak with you, sir.
The great Jason Bascom, everybody.
I'm gonna head
One of my favorite people on the interwebs.
Pedro.
And Pedro.
And Pedro.
Show your book real quick.
Wait. Give me a second. You put me on the spot here.
Yeah, I know. And what are you gonna have for dinner?
Chicken.
Chicken? You're gonna have
chicken? Jerk chicken, but chicken.
No, it's marinated in
corn cob.
No, it's marinated in sesame oil and soy sauce.
Pedro's got a bunch of fish from that cart with the guy that was going by on the bike earlier.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was fun.
Was that the trailer?
Yep.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was 2 months of work. It was Camel came up with the storyboards and I did everything. Like he was starting to save some money, so it's like, if I do the backgrounds, would that affect the price? Like, yes. And it's like he was so busy, like, no, you do the backgrounds, and he paid full price. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah. Well, your style, from what I've seen, really would complement his more cartoony style.
Exactly. It just like it lends itself to be animated, which is something that can't be said about every, like, some IPs are really hard, and it's not that it's impossible. It's just that it takes longer and it's more difficult, so it's more expensive. But yeah, like that one was not a breeze, but it was very enjoyable.
That's awesome.
Jason says, "Sorry, Shadow, didn't mean to bounce while you were saying bye."
Bye,
That was horrible, Jason.
Oh no problem, no problem.
Jason, go have your chicken.
Girl.
Yeah, that was an awesome job. What do you know about the project, real quick? Boots and Heels?
Boots and Heels. It's a time traveling adventure. Detective Boots and Detective Heels come from the future, and the Earth explodes. That sets up an alarm, and they travel back in time to see what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And if I tell anything else, back in present day, they meet up with Claude Agent, which is the guy in purple
with the claws.
Yeah.
And
they get to meet the X-Men, which is like a woke version of the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very, very funny. The book looks really cool, guys.
Is it satirical, kind of like
no? The story itself, it's something that Camel wrote when he was like 15 years old.
Wow.
But the thing, so it's not a serious story, but it's a real adventure. But I mean, it's Camel Moon, so he's gonna sprinkle that humor a bit on it. But like it looks like a very, very fun book. So get it, guys.
Yeah, I could see where your style really complements what he wants. You know, I mean, it marries good with your style of animation.
Mm-hmm.
Those can you tell us about the Sentinel looking robots or whatever? I guess they're being pursued, right?
Those are the minions of a guy named Robust.
Okay,
that's as far as I can go into it, because if I
that's fine.
To talk about robots, then I'm spoiling stuff.
Is this the first time you've worked with Camel Moon?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We met on Pontificators one night, and I was showing something I did for art, and it's like, hey, we should talk, and we talked, and we worked together. So that was good.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Well, thanks for sharing that, Pedro. Appreciate that. You did some awesome work there. I think if you're going to have a longer trailer, that's the way to do it. Fully animated. That would
that's the thing. Like I accommodate prices to budgets, but if you want something like that, I mean, it's not going to be cheap, but I'm not going to kill you either. Like I'll ask, like, okay, how much can you spend?
Right.
And that way,
what's the budget?
Yeah, we can do this with that kind of money. And so far, people have been happy with that system. So I'll just keep on doing it.
Well, it helps when you're on a project that you really enjoy and excited about.
Mm-hmm. And it beats animating tuna cans. So
Well, thanks for coming on, Pedro. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I'm going to see about dinner. And
choke that chicken.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Choke it
firmly.
Firmly.
Take care, guys.
Bye, Pedro.
Bye.
Come back sometime.
Damn it. Bye, Pedro.
That was a great trailer. Yeah.
Oh,
That was a great trailer.
Pedro's awesome.
Yeah.
There are so many talented people in CG.
Yeah, we just need to spread the word around, don't we? I mean, about what's going on. We need more eyes on these projects, and I'm just kind of curious, how the best way to do that. You get some eyes on your project. We were talking about Mike Barron went on Fox TV, which is another level because he's got the pedigree for that. And he's talking about, social issues that have been difficult to get across, on some of these formats, suspended and shadow banned and stuff. But still, I mean, Thin Blue Line, he proved, like in one day, he went up $10,000 just from national exposure.
Exactly.
And from people, I'm sure a lot of people just wanted to support what he was doing. They had never bought a comic book in their life, I would venture a guess. And that's the people you really have to draw in to show people comics aren't just for kids.
I've seen a lot of people say that over the last few years that I've never bought a comic before. But, because of everything that's going on and because this looks like a really cool story, I'm going to buy a comic.
Yeah. I heard somebody on this show say that recently. I think it was on this show. You know, I never bought a comic before, but yeah, I'm going to now.
That was me. My first comic book purchase ever was in CG.
See, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And now I've backed.
And I know Fanta's only
3 or
like
4 of them.
17, but you know.
What?
I said I know you're only like 17, but you know, still.
She's only 17. Yeah, that's me. 17. Benjamin
Yeah.
Buttoning my ass backwards. Is what I'm doing.
Wow. If your ears aren't burning after all that, I don't know what.
Oh, shit. I don't know what that means.
Dude, that was fun tonight, man. It's great.
Well, I mean, you know what, with all was said about, you know. But we had fun. Yeah. Good adult fun, right?
Yep. It's always fun with Jason and Pedro and Vic and you and Shadow and it's great.
We try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell
Apex.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think I would have had a full house had I been able to entice Shelby up here, but no, he had to be difficult, not say comics.
Uh-huh. I know. He's a little rebel.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
without a cause? I don't know.
Oh, he's got a cause.
Oh, he does.
Burn CG to the ground. Just do it.
Really? Wow. Anarchist confirmed.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that about him.
He's shady. Y'all didn't know?
Yeah?
No, I love Shelby. Shelby's awesome. The Dave Grohl of CG.
That's so funny. The first time I saw him too, I was like, holy shit, when did Dave Grohl start making comic books?
Shark Squatch. And his trusty
Sorry, Shelby. I hope you got it.
Crowbar finally in Have. Something to draw.
Shark Squatch.
Yeah, Blue Sasquatch said that.
Yeah, Shark.
Oh.
He likes
Shark
sharks.
Squatch.
Yeah, we came up with that the other day. Remember? Shark Squatch.
It's kind of like one of those Fantelican moments, you know.
Now Vic's drawing Snatch Squatch.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, but I think
right. You just keep
but we were talking about Snatch Squatch and
then we
Blue Sasquatch said he likes sharks, so we said, well, what about Shark Squatch?
Right.
Oh.
But yeah, I think Snatch Squatch is still
it's a big hairy big hairy shark.
Yeah. You know how Amazon rides what's his name, Knox?
Yeah.
Right.
Because Snatch Squatch rides Shark Squatch. Yeah.
You're saying Snatch Squatch should ride a shark.
Now we're getting into the deviant comic area of Fanta.
Right. Yeah. This is where
I mean, I learned
it all from you.
I definitely had Snatch Squatch riding many things.
This is where the show goes way down. Just a little disclaimer in that we start bleeding viewers.
Oh, shit.
Well, we had a good
Prog
run.
G is all ages.
Yeah, there you go.
Whether the creators are or not.
Yes.
Diversity.
Hashtag Hairy Lives Matter.
Yes.
And pink fleshy.
Pink fleshies, yeah.
I almost told Jason about the mysterious death of Butt, but I'll save that for another show.
In about 15 minutes, I believe Apex is going to start his little stream of his auction.
I don't know if Jason will get a kick out of that or if he'll just think we're out of our minds, but I don't know.
He's friends with Ink Spots. It doesn't he'll be all right.
Oh wow, Alterna is having their second day auction. There's a lot of auctions going on right before Christmas.
Yeah, bro. I can't afford any of them. That's why I don't even look at them.
Yeah.
It just drives me crazy when I
I
can't bid.
understand.
Yeah. Every
I
time
did
they
try to
show
get
that
in
painting,
on the
I'm sorry.
Sean one, but I'm sorry, Panther. But
No, go ahead.
yeah, no, I tried to get in on was it last night, Saturday's for Sean, and like,
Yeah.
dude, I had like $100 limit. I was like, oh, I might get lucky. No, there was nothing.
Not
Like,
even
I mean,
close. Everything was going
no,
high. Yeah.
everything went immediately past $100. Like within 30 seconds, I was like, shit.
Every time they show that acrylic painting of Frog G, that feline one,
Oh,
it was she and I going back and forth. It
yeah.
kills a little part of my soul.
Oh, I know. Oh, there's still
Yeah.
auctions that I've lost against people like Rick Saylor and
Rex
Tree
Christian.
Goblin got me on a couple. There's
Oh,
I got
really?
you on
there's been a
one.
few.
Or
Nef,
you bowed out
Nefarious,
anyway.
and Frequency Girl. Yeah, they snatched a couple out from under me.
They tag team.
But it's all it's all good. It's
Yeah.
all part of the game. But man, like I still remember like, oh, I wanted that piece.
He showed Shadowhawk showed mercy on me on that charity stream that RJ did, and didn't fight me over a thing, which I wound up sending him anyway. So I'm glad he didn't run it up anymore. It was still I bought it with him in mind anyway.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy because I didn't expect that. Man.
You know, that happened to Glenn Beck and a big Superman collector. A big auction house had one of the suits that Christopher Reeves wore, and they didn't tell each
Ooh.
other, and they were bidding against each other. And Glenn bought it for the other guy that was raising the price on him. They were bidding
you shitting me.
So Glenn Beck, won out ultimately, but he paid a hefty price just to turn around and give it to him on his show.
Well, dude, you caused all kind of chaos because you didn't even tell me. So I got a package in the mail from this. I forget the lady's name, but it's her character,
Right.
her little figure.
Did she ship them both together?
Yeah, she shipped them both together, and I was like,
right.
oh shit.
And you're like, I got his. It's a mistake.
I immediately hit her up on email. I was like, hey, I think he fucked up. I can send it to Rex. Just let me know what you want to do. You know, it was like, and we hadn't even like started talking at that point, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were in chats, but I wasn't on, stream with you.
Right.
And yeah, it was just crazy. And then Rex was like, no, I meant to do that. I was like, oh, you fucker. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Did not expect it, but yeah, it was the beginning of a wonderful friendship.
No.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know Jason's done away with the XOXO, but hey, and I love little Mandy's little heart. Oh, how does she say it? Love bug.
Oh, love bug. Oh, thank you, love bug.
Holy shit, man.
Whoa.
You sounded just like her.
Whoa. Is she in the shower? What the?
Yeah, she's got that high pitched southern drawl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's got that Georgia girl.
She
thing,
could hell a cab real easy, She could probably whistle too.
Probably can.
I imagine.
The pit master.
I don't think she has to worry about it. She just walks out the curb.
Man, look at those abs crunch.
Yeah. Causes traffic jams.
Nope. Well, that's some sticky tape. I checked my board after that one. Yeah.
Oh.
Are you using your chain the way you do chains? You got it all figured out now, huh?
Yep.
Oh, it must be cold there. You're wearing a long sleeve shirt. I noticed that earlier.
It did. We got snow today.
Oh, you did. Whoa.
Yeah, not just like a dusting, but it was
right.
Yeah, nice.
It's gotten cold here. It's gotten colder here too.
Right,
welcome to the show, Caucasian Nipple.
Again.
You want me to tell you, don't you? Or do you want me just to not tell you for a while?
My internet sucks so bad.
Shadowhawk, weakness is an unforgivable sin. Take his stuff. James Hayes says.
What is
Hey, James.
What the hell is going on with my camera?
I missed it. What is that even related to, James?
It's kind of got an. That was your arm in the way. Oh, Hen says.
I don't get why it's like.
And now I just lost another. Which one of you fuckers just done stuff? Oh, sorry, Hen. That was
it fluctuates and goes up and down. I know mine does, like a yo-yo.
I'm just kidding.
Well,
I lost 6 in one day. Not too long ago.
It'll happen.
That was very suspect. Yeah.
You can.
After I gained a whole bunch. Yeah, there you go. I like that he's grabbing his jaw there.
Some Leo goodness.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You're going too quick. I can't see the faces and stuff. Yeah, those guys in the back. Yeah. Cool.
Hashtag you're going too quick.
That's right. Slow down. Make it last. That's right.
Oh, that's kind of.
It's not a competition.
Turn your camera off.
Turn your camera off.
Yeah, you're talking to Vic when he's moving his art. That's it. Slow. That's yeah.
A little to the left.
A little to the left. You're talking about the auction when I posted that, Rex, and said how nice you were.
Oh shit!
For not fighting for stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. I knew that.
We
Gable
gotta
Penny
head
shot
over
in the house.
We gotta head over to Apex's channel, man.
Suspect. I don't know. Gable said,
really?
Who would possibly do that to you, Hen? Oh, very suspect. Because I think it was Gable the other day was saying, I think I'll unsub and then sub back.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about something else.
Some penny shot chicanery going on.
Oh, Gable's always up to something.
Oh. Do you have receipts on that? Can you prove that?
No. I wish I could.
My innuendo should be enough. I'm down with that. That's okay.
You streaming later, Vic?
No. Vic
he's muted.
No. You might have a phone call or something.
He's over there sawing logs.
Yeah, I'll
there he is.
Well, don't knock yourself out,
We'll take a nap or something.
Yeah. Little stretch out of the back.
I mean, really, Vic, all we demand is blood. I mean,
Wow.
No, but if I give blood and then I accidentally fall asleep, I don't get nothing but shit for it.
Well, if you don't get nothing but shit for falling asleep on stream either.
That's what I'm saying. If I haven't fallen asleep on stream in a long time, I did yesterday.
Yeah, and Hen made a whole video about it.
No, she didn't.
Oh, she didn't.
That's not what that was.
That's not what that was.
It was, hey, let's go hang out and keep an eye on his stream, and if he comes back, we'll go back over there. It was a hangout just to see,
Yeah,
we all kept checking on it and stuff. It wasn't.
That's a roundabout way.
A troll stream. I got you.
No, it wasn't. Oh my goodness. No, it wasn't.
She named it Vic Snore Stream.
I know. She just didn't think.
Uh-huh.
Didn't think.
Oh, I don't care.
Yes,
I don't
she
care.
did.
It's not a big deal. I was just.
No,
I was like,
I know.
Hey.
If you're gonna do this kind of thing, you gotta have a thick skin, man. People are gonna mess with it, you know. It's gonna happen.
Snatch Squatch.
Fanta Snatch.
Fanta Snatch. Whoa.
That's not Snatch.
Hey, now.
That's my dark
It was when he
angel.
had the pubes drawn on there.
Yeah, he took them away though. Thanks, Aunt.
Yeah.
Well, that was just before Vic brought out the eraser of doom. That's all.
Yeah.
James says Vic was supposed to finish my painting tonight, but I get he is working himself to death. I can wait patiently.
That's nice.
Get a nap first, Vic. Yeah. Who would give you shit for falling asleep on stream? Certainly not me, Gable Pennyshot. Vic's pooping? Hey, Full Custom Hot Dog.
Hey,
Frog
Full
G
Custom.
emergency art auction right here. Helping a friend in need. There you go. There's the link.
Frog G?
Frog G.
No, well, he's
No,
dropping
that
the
he
link for
was
Apex.
dropping the link for Apex.
Okay, I got you.
You just
All right, Rex. Well, I want to run by there and see what's going on with Apex.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hail everybody.
Yeah, he'll
Love
be
you
streaming
guys.
in about 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
See you
enjoyed
Sunday.
it.
Vic, always
Ice Cream
a pleasure,
Social.
my friend.
Ice Cream Sunday Social on Hot Dog's channel in 30 minutes. They're going to review the movie Queer Duck, the animated movie Queer Duck.
Didn't you just get that, Rex?
I did. And I watched some of it.
Oh, good God.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm probably going to do a
That's
review
nice,
on it.
Vic.
That was quick. Oh, good God.
I
How do
couldn't
you
believe
know
it when
if
he
you
come
don't
home the
open
other
it?
day and told me he bought it. I was like, you gotta be shitting me.
I got to watch this now.
Wow. Yes.
Must see TV.
I think it's Gable doing that.
Oh, bro. You're still bad. All right, you guys.
What's up, Creams? Ice Cream Sunday Social. Okay. All right. Thanks for coming in, Silver Nipple. I mean,
hey, well,
yeah, you know the thing.
Yeah, the thing. If you get a chance, pop by Apex's. I'm not sure exactly what the situation is yet, but all right.
Oh, for sure.
Love y'all. See you later.
Love you. Bye.
Bye, and keep collecting. Plum, I guess we're out of here, huh?
All righty. See you at Apex's and possibly Full Customs.
Queer
Bye.
Duck Whites.